All right, let's roll. Go ahead.
Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kadash.
double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, willing to dwell, and peace and salutations to the elect, the 1/3 pushing the truth and all true sincerity. All right, we are here on the highways, byways once again. All right, we're going to get into these prophecies. All right, we're going to prophesy the downfall of America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, this wicked kingdom, man. This place is exceedingly wicked, and this place will be took down. All right, and we're out here warning our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, and what's about to come. All right, so we can go ahead and get into Ezekiel 33.
This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
That's right. And who's the watchman? The prophets. All right, Lord willing, we be of those men. Okay? We're out here on the highways and byways prophesying to our people. All right? Prophesying the downfall of America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay? But the watchmen are the prophets. You continue.
It says, therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me.
That's right. It says, should hear the word in my mouth. All right, it shows you the Lord speaks through his prophets. Okay, and he says, and warn them from me. Okay, and we're telling them that the Lord will bring evil to this place. All right, the Lord will destroy America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, the plagues are being sent. Okay, the famine, the pestilence, the sword. Okay, we see that we're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble right now, man. Okay, but a lot of people right here, they're caught up in folly. All right, they're doing all sorts of madness right now, things that's contrary to the scriptures. Okay, that's going to lead to their destruction, man. Okay, but the point is that we're prophesying and telling these people this place is about to go down. Esau, Edom, okay, it's about to get took out of rulership, and America, which is Babylon the Great, will be destroyed. Okay, so matter of fact, we put that in Revelation 8.
This is Revelation 8, verse 12. And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten.
That's right. That's talking about the destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great. You know?
And the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it.
That's right. That's talking about the power structure. Okay, Esau, Edom is being taken out. Is being took out of rulership, man. Okay, but we know the elect, the 1/3 will be delivered out of America, which is Babylon the Great. So matter of fact, when you get Job, the 5th chapter, 5 and 19.
This is Job chapter 5, verse 19.
Yep.
It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
Yep.
Yet in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
That's right, because when the 7th angel sound that trumpet, we gotta be out of here, man. That represents that destruction, man. Okay, when that destruction comes to America, to Babylon the Great, we have to be delivered up out of here, man. Okay, but 2/3 of our people, they're gonna be left down here, man, to do what? Get destroyed, man. Okay, that's why we're out here on the highways and byways prophesying unto our people, man. When you look at YouTube right now, a lot of brothers' pages are getting took down, brothers are getting flagged. Okay, a lot of you people are not trying to get it why it's good right now, man. Okay, because soon you're not gonna have access to the man of the Lord, man. Okay, that's why we're out here warning our people week in and week out, man. Okay, we're not being lukewarm. We coming out, hey, being it's the in season and out of season, man. Okay, matter of fact, some more on that.
Verse 20,
Whatever season.
in famine he shall redeem thee from death,
Yep.
and in war from the power of the sword.
That's right. You know, so they go to show you that the Lord will protect his men. Okay, being the elect of Israel. Okay, the elect of 1/3. All right, because we know this RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, will be made mandatory, man. Okay, you know the elites of Esau is going to make that chip mandatory. Okay, so you're not going to be able to use your dollar. Okay, wherever you know your currency is, you're not going to be able to use that, man. You're going to have to take that chip. But if you take the RFID microchip, you're going to get destroyed, man. Okay, but the Lord will protect his men at the time we're coming into, man. It's about to get very bad out here, man. There's about to be a lot of dead bodies. Okay, a lot of people getting put to death. Okay, different diseases we never seen before. Okay, the plagues is not written in the book. Okay, all these things, you know, will come to this place, man. And if the Lord is not with you, you're gonna get destroyed, man. Okay, the elect will continue to have faith in Yahweh Shai. Okay, they're not gonna, get with this system, man. Okay, the system of Esau, man. By taking that chip, they're gonna have faith the Lord is gonna provide for them. Okay, give them food to eat in the times we're coming into. Okay, they're gonna have a place, where they can lay down, and go to sleep and not have to worry about Esau, Edom rolling in on them, okay, and destroying them. Okay, because we know that standard is going to be lifted for the elect, man. The scriptures going to that in Isaiah the 59th chapter, man. Okay, you got something out.
Okay, let's 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 11. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty.
That's right, you know. And our people have a chance to get right now, man. Repentance is open unto them right now. Okay, the prophets are out on the highways, byways right now. They can come up and ask us whatever they want to ask us, man. Okay, we're going to tell them the right thing to do. We're going to tell our people to repent to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabbat Shurah Kakudash. Okay, we're going to tell them to do things that's pleasing to the Lord. Keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of their abilities. Have faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabbat. Okay, we're going to tell our people all these things, man. Whether they hear from there. Okay, repentance is open unto them, man. Okay, but we know that door is closing, man, because soon they're not going to have access to this, man. Okay, continue on.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 11. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
That's right, they despised it. And how are they showing that they're despising it? Okay, they come up scoffing at the man of the Lord. Okay, they go in the comment section, you know, saying things they ought not to. Okay, they come out here, they fan the hand, say we don't know what we're talking about. Okay, looking at us like we're just some so-called black men. Okay, you know, they coming up against us, man. So can you read that thing about
Like we're just some
2
niggas.
Ezra chapter 9, verse 11. And they that have loathed my law.
Yep, so we know that they really hate the law of the Lord. Okay? 2/3 of our people, they hate it, man. Okay? But that's going to lead to their destruction. Okay? Why do they hate it? Because they want to continue to do the things that they feel is right in their heart, man, which is vain.
If I may say, it says they that have loathed my law, that you can even see that in, you know, just to show you an example, like, you may have, like a disobedient woman, right? You'll be like, hey, yo, go clean the dishes. They're like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like loathing to do a service that they're really meant to be doing. That's why you notice every time it could be you try to speak a scripture or biblical to an individual, be like, do we always have to go to the Bible? That's them loathing the law and not really wanting to keep it. But they don't understand in 1 John, was that 5 and 3, I want to say, that the commandments are not grievous.
That's right.
So it's not hard for what you loathe them for.
Because it's not cool.
That's right.
It's not a cool thing to do. But it's gonna be cool when people can't eat and they can't sleep and ain't nobody, you know, around to protect them. You know, 911 is offline. You know, that's when they're gonna want to seek the Most High.
That's right.
I mean, too late.
This is 2 Ezra 9 and 11. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. Verse 12, the same must know it after death by pain.
That's right. It says the same must know it after death by pain. Okay, so a lot of you people are about to experience excruciating, you know, death, man. A very painful death. Okay, why? Because y'all refuse to come back to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? We out here telling you, you know, to get right. We're telling you that evil is coming to this place. We're telling you this place is about to get destroyed. We're telling you the scripture going to the Revelation 12 about the devil coming down with great wrath. Okay, Esau knows that he's about to get took out of rulership, man. Okay, the elites of Esau.
He's
We're telling
scared.
our people to get right. Yeah, he's scared. Okay, but what do our people want to do? They want to continue to invest in America. They don't want to depart from this place spiritually, man.
Shoot,
Okay?
not as long as they got Popeye's chicken sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
They can stay here for that.
Yeah, as long as a nigga get a Popeye chicken sandwich, they ain't worried about, you know, trying to come back, man. Okay? But that's going to lead to their destruction. Soon, they ain't ready to get a Popeye chicken sandwich, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they use that, you know, for a lot of you niggas to take the chips, man. All right, you get it.
I can add something too. Because
You in the same spirit?
It also shows too. If Esau wasn't scared, he wouldn't even be bothering our videos. He wouldn't be deleting our channel. But he is worried, man. That's why he's fucking with us, man. You know?
That's right.
Come on, I got you. This is Matthew chapter
That's
7,
what you got?
verse 13. It says, "Enter ye at the straight gate."
That's right. It says, enter ye at the straight gate. You know, that's a difficulty, man. Okay? Going down that straight gate, all right? You know, but a lot of our people, they don't want to go down the straight gate. What's going down the straight gate? Doing the things, you know, that's commanded of us from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Coming down these highways and byways, teaching this truth in all truth and sincerity. But everybody's not a prophet. But we still got to keep these laws, statutes, commandments to the best of our abilities. Okay? And have faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Being patient, okay? Being patient means to suffer, okay? You know, so we got to be patient in these things, you know, and continue to do what we're commanded to do, man. We got to go down that straight gate, man. Okay? But a lot of people, they don't want to do that. What they want to do?
Just enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many that be which go in the threat.
That's right. You know, and a lot of our people, they want to go down that broad gate. Okay? They want to go into these Christian churches. All right, what's that broad gate? Christianity. Okay? Our people being caught up in that madness, man. Okay, in these different religions, man. Okay, things that's going to lead to their destruction. Our people want to do things that's convenient to them, man. Okay? A nigga don't want to hear, all right, you can't cut your beard off. You can't get a line up, man. They don't want to hear that, man. And why? A lot of them, they just want to look good for these women, man. Okay, when a lot of these women are wicked, man. Okay? And they're going to lead a lot of you niggas to destruction. Matter of fact, you see, Form 1, Mama Shop. You know, because hey, we're to go down that straight gate, man. Okay?
Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. Yep. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endures forever.
Yep. All
they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
That's right. You know, so if you leave it, you're gonna die, man. Okay, if you think I can do what I want to do, you're in that YOLO spirit, following the way of Esau, Edom, you're gonna die, man. Okay, that's what's gonna happen because the law is not done away with, man. That's why a lot of y'all go to these Christian churches. A lot of y'all favorite scripture, John 3:16, when you don't understand what it means, man. Okay, thinking that it's talking about everybody, man, when it's not, man. Okay. You know, but hey, man, the point is our people that's continuing to do things contrary to the scriptures, thinking that they can do what they want to do, calling on idols, okay, following the ways of the heathen, you're going to get put to death, man, because we know the law is not done away with, man. All right, the law is doing forever. You can get what you got.
This is Sirach chapter 33, verse 1. It says, there shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation, even again he will deliver him.
That's right, you know. So we know no evil, you know, will come to those that fear the Lord. Okay? As a matter of fact, can we get Psalms 34:7? Okay, because as long as we do the things to please to the Lord, we're gonna be alright, man. We know the Lord is protecting us, man. Okay? That's all we gotta do is continue to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, do what's pleasing to the Lord, keep these laws that correct. What we gotta do is be patient. Have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But we're gonna read that again, this.
This is Sirach chapter 33, verse 1. It says, there shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation, even again, he will deliver him.
That's right. You know, and what's that outward temptation? When that RFID microchip, which is the mark of beast, is made mandatory. Okay? But we know the elect, they're not going to take the chip. They're going to continue to have faith in Yahweh Shai. No evil will overtake them, man. No evil will touch them. So can we get this? And we're going to see what else, you know, comes with fear of the Lord. You can get that out.
This is Psalms chapter 34, verse 7. The angel of the Lord encamped around them that fear him and delivered them.
That's right. The angel of the Lord encamped around about them that fear him. Who fears him? The elect. Okay, angels are around us right now, man. Okay, we believe that through faith, man. That the angels are around us right now, protecting us, man. Delivering us from all manners of evil, man. Okay, we're walking in the valley of shadow of death, man. Okay, hey, somebody could turn this corner and get put to death, man, on the spot, man. Okay, but we know that the Lord is protecting us, man. As long as we do what we got to do, man, the Lord has his angels around us, delivering us from all manners of evil, man. Okay, we know Esau going to come down with great wrath. Martial law is going to be declared out here. Okay, these streets are going to be sectioned off. It's going to be checkpoints. Okay, but the elect, they're going to have faith in Yahweh Yahushua. All right, but you wicked niggas, all right, these devils going to roll down on y'all, man. All right, and they're going to have their way with y'all, man. Okay, so can we get
because the brother was speaking also about the law. So it says, verse 2, Sirach 33:2, says, a wise man hateth not the law, but he that is an hypocrite herein is a ship and a storm. Verse 3, a man of understanding trusteth in the law, and the law is faithful unto him as an oracle.
Yeah, you got it.
Because Romans 7:14 speaks about how the law is spiritual. All right? So anyone who tries to keep the law to the best of their abilities, the Lord is going to protect them. Because at the end of the day, what? The law tells you pretty much to fear the Lord. Right? That the first commandment, not to put any other God or idol, whatever, before Yahweh. All right? That's a a clear depiction of having a particular reverence or fear for the omnipotent power. That's a law to have the fear.
That's right.
You know, that's why the brother had brought out, well, Sirach 33:1, having the fear of the Lord, he'll deliver you from the temptation, like the brother was saying, the temptation of the chip. Spoken about in the book of Revelation, also in Revelation 3:10, where it says what? The whole world should be tried in tribulation, but I'll keep you since you kept the word of patience.
Yep, that's right. Yep. So we know the Lord, you know, he's going to protect and deliver his men. His men, you know, the elect, the ones that fears Yahweh Shah. Okay? Esau can't sway them away from that, man. No matter how much hell they catch, you know, no matter what happens in this life, they're going to continue to have faith in Yahweh Shah. So can we get that in Isaiah?
This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
Right.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
That's right. Who's the enemy? Esau, Edom. Okay, these other nations, they're our enemies, man. Okay, they're going to come in like a flood on us. But what's going to happen? The Spirit of the Lord is going to raise up a standard against them. Okay, so we know it's going to be divine intervention, man. The Lord is going to protect his men, going to make a way to escape for him, man. Okay, elect members are going to, some elect members are going to receive spiritual power. Okay, hey, Esau, Edom, you know, he can't do anything against that, man. His fighter jets can't do anything. The different missiles he has, or things he has classified, there's nothing that he can do to come up against that, man. Okay, Esau is a carnal man. Okay, and he's gonna soon realize that, man. He was just but a man, man. Okay, you know, he's gonna get stripped, you know, out of rulership. Okay, he's gonna be brought back to that low position he's supposed to be in, man. Okay, because we know the basis of man is the one that's in rulership right now, man. Matter of fact, get some more of that. Nah, if you got something, but we can get Ecclesiastes 10 and 17.
This is Psalm chapter 23, verse 4. Yeah. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death,
that's right.
I will fear no evil.
That's right, and that's America. Okay, you know, anywhere you know around this place, man, you can get put to death, man. Okay, you can be in the house, sleep, get shot in the head. Okay, go outside, get stabbed. Okay, you know, anything, man. You get in the car, just try to go to work, get into a car accident, flip, then 25 times and get destroyed, man. Okay. You know, these things can happen, man.
And you can die from cancer.
Yeah, you can die from cancer. These different pestilences, okay? These things can happen, man. We're walking in the valley of the shadow of death. But we know the Lord is around us, okay? He has his angels around us protecting us, man, from all manners of evil, okay? That's what happened because we know Satan don't walk around roaring lion. Yep, seeking who to make a vow, okay? You know, and if the Lord not protecting you, man, Satan, you know, is going to have his way with you, man. Okay? You got that? You got that?
This is Ecclesiastes, I'll start at verse 5.
Okay,
this is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 5. It says, there is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceeded from the ruler.
That's right, you know, and who's the ruler right now, man? Esau, Edom. They're the ones in rulership, man, and what they're doing, they're promoting wickedness, doing things contrary to the scriptures, promoting feminism, pedophilia, okay? All these things that's unpleasing to the Lord, man, okay? And so are the rulers, so are these people, man, okay? These wicked people are following in that stead, man, okay? That's going to lead to their destruction, man. They're errant, man, okay? You can get that.
It says, verse 6, folly is set in great dignity.
That's right, it says folly is set in great dignity, man. Okay, you see this damn chicken sounded out from now you know it's something in these sandwiches, man. Okay? Yeah, stabbing the one. You see people getting dragged from the drive-through window, people getting hit with brooms in it, people getting put to death at Popeyes. Shoot, a chicken sandwich.
Shoot, the Popeyes workers fighting each other.
Yeah, they fighting each other.
I just heard this morning, this chick was talking, she was saying that two children yesterday got killed down here in Atlanta at Popeyes.
See, man, this that folly, man. So how much more when you people can't go to Popeyes no more, man? Okay, how much more when these Popeyes shut down? Okay, when these grocery stores shut down, that holds about 3 days worth of food. Okay, when you people can't get what you like to eat on the day-to-day, man, you GMO-filled people, man. Okay, you're gonna understand, man, that you've been deceived by Esau, Edom, man. Okay, and that you should have hearkened to Yahweh Shah.
Been deceived by the.
It says verse 6, Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
That's right. Who's the rich? The Israelites, all right? The ones in low place right now, man. We're not in a position of rulership right now, man. Okay, we don't own these different corporations. We don't have slaves right now, man. Okay, we're sitting in a low place. Esau, Edom is ruling over us, man. Okay, that's what's happening right now. But soon, you know, he's going to get took out of power, man. You can get that out.
Verse 7, I have seen servants upon horses.
That's right. It says, I have seen servants upon horses. Man, horses represent power, man. Okay, who's the servants upon horses right now? Esau, Edom, the so-called white. Okay, these so-called white people, they're the ones that's in rulership, man. Okay, they're the ones that's pushing these unrighteous decrees. Okay, they're the ones, you know, that's setting up, you know, these different things, man, and wickedness, man. Okay, they're the ones that's in rulership. Okay, you continue on, man.
It says, I have seen, Ecclesiastes 10:7, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
That's right. Who's the princes walking as servants upon the earth? The Israelites, man. Yasharal, he's a prince of God. He's a prince of power. Okay, we're the ones that's walking as servants upon the earth. Okay, putting our money in a bag with holes in it. Okay, a lot of us, hey man, we in a low condition, man. You gotta walk, you know, go to these 9-to-5 jobs every day for crumbs. Okay, getting tax on top of tax. Get a paycheck, you know, getting taxed with that. You know, you file your taxes, you get taxed with that. You know, everything, man. This place is out of order right now. Man, we're the ones, you know, that's in this low condition right now, man. Okay, why? Because we broke the covenant of the Heavenly Father. Okay, so our enemies are ruling over us right now, man. But soon, they're going to be under our feet, man. All right, soon. Yeah, like I was saying, man. Soon, you know, they're going to understand, you know, who's the Lord's people. Okay? You can get that out.
Okay, Con. This is just a reminder to Esau what your blessing is.
Yep.
This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 39. It says, and Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. Verse 40 is the point. And by thy sword shall thou live, and shall serve thy brother.
That's why he said, by thy sword thou shalt live. Okay, and how did Esau, you know, get everything? And how did Esau get everything they has today? Through great robbery or murder, man. You know, through that sword, man. Okay, how did he get America, which is Babylon the Great? Okay, he came over here and slaughtered millions. You know, the northern people, man, the tribes, the northern tribes, man, the Gadites, the Reubenites, the northern tribes that was over here. Esau came and slaughtered them, man. Okay, he got that through the sword, man. Okay, how did he get everything else he got through the sword, man? Okay, you can continue on that.
Okay, he says, and by the sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother.
That's right, you know, it shall serve thy brother. Okay, because we know that Esau, you know, it was made, you know, to be the wicked and to be our servant, man. Okay, because we know after he served his time in slavery, okay, he's going to be completely exterminated, the whole house of Edom. Okay, but we know Esau, Edom was set up, you know, to show us, you know, what wicked is, man. Okay, who's the wicked? Who's that wicked nation? Okay, and showing us what not to be, man, and what not to do. Okay, but we know, hey, the blessing, you know, of the kingdom of heaven was given to Jacob, man. Okay, even though Esau, Edom is ruling right now, man. Okay, it's temporal. Okay, so he's going to be took out of rulership. But our kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, man. The scripture's going today in Daniel, man. Okay, you got some more there.
Finish it off. It says, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Yep, that's right, man. Okay, and these yokes are coming off us, man. Okay, you know, we're in Jacob's choke right now. Okay, Esau, Edom is about to get took out of rulership, man. And we're about to be raised up, man. Okay, we know Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of that following, man. Okay, and you guys signed up, so you go ahead and get it.
This is James 2:5. Yep. Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him.
That's right. Who's rich in faith? The elect. Okay, we're rich in faith. Okay, we have faith in Yahweh Shah. Okay, even though we can't see him right now. Okay, we know the Lord's with us in the spirit. Okay, we have faith in Yahweh Shah. We don't have to physically see, you know, the Lord right here, right now, man, to believe, man. Okay, you know, but hey, can you read that again?
This is James chapter 2, verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him.
Yep, that's right. You know, and who's going to be joint heirs with Yahushua, okay, the elect. Okay, Lord willing, we be a part of that number, man. We're going to be joint heirs, okay? You know, being a part of that governing body of the nation of Israel, man. Okay? You got to say that.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 1. And seeing the multitudes, he sent up into the mountain. Yep. And when he was set, his disciples came unto him. Yep. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, verse 3, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
Verse 4, blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted.
That's right. You know, we're mourning right now. Okay, but we're being comforted. We're being comforted right now because we're spending probably how much we our shot. Okay? You know, we know the Lord sent the comforter down to us, which is the Holy Spirit. Okay, the Spirit of truth. Okay? We're comforted in the Spirit, man. Okay? You can continue on your
It says, verse 5, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
That's right. You know, who's the meek? The Israelites, starting with the elect. Okay, we're going to inherit the earth. Okay, I believe Scripture going to it. Joshua, about how everywhere the sole of our feet touch, you know, the Heavenly Father is given to us, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, because the earth was made for our sake, man. Contrary to what you damn heathens think, man. Okay, Esau, even the so-called white people ruling over us, okay, they think that the Lord is with them. Okay, because they're ruling over us. Okay, they have the fatness of the earth. They're doing whatever they want to do right now. Okay, we're still going to the lamentation about rejoicing to be glad. Okay, because we know these so-called white people are going to captivity, man. That's right. Okay? That's what's going to happen, whether you like it or not, man. Okay, y'all time is almost up, man. Okay? You got something up?
The second Ezra chapter 7, verse 10. And I said, is it so? Lord, this said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Because for their sakes I made the world.
That's right. For our sakes, you know, the Lord made the world. For our sake. Okay? Not you heathen's sake, man. Okay? You know, so no matter, you know, how much, you know, y'all invest, you know, in these different places around the world, how many islands you own, okay, and any of that, man. This whole earth was made for our sake, man. Okay, and soon, you know, we're going to get set back, you know, in the position we're supposed to be in. Okay, what's that in, can you get that in Romans 8, shot? This is yeah, you know, but the thing
Romans chapter 8, verse 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiting for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High.
That's right, you know. It says the creatures.
For the earnest expectation of the creature waiting for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High.
That's right, and we're the sons of the Most High, man. Okay? You know, everything is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High, man. All the creatures. Okay? You know, everything, man. You know, our land, you know, it's ready for us to come back. You know, even the animals, you know, they're in captivity as well, man. You see these different zoos, okay? They know that the wicked is in rulership as well, man. Okay, but we know that the creatures are waiting for the sons of the Most High to come back into the position that they're supposed to be in, man. Okay? You know, right now we're low, man. Okay? But we know, man, this place is being brought down low. Okay? We know our enemy, you know, is about to get took out of rulership. Okay? And we know we don't got much longer here, man. Scripture's going to it about measuring the times diligently, man. Okay? You know, but a lot of our people, man, they don't want to, you know, they don't want to listen, man. Okay? They still think, man, this place is coming. Matter of fact, we did Micah 2 and 10. Okay, a lot of
Also with that creature in Romans, they go to all the creation. Yep. So that's everything, man.
Yep. That's right, huh? That's right. Kind of you get that.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8.
Yep.
It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom.
Yep.
and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
That's right. And we know the eyes of the Lord are upon the central kingdom. Okay? So we know the Lord has his angels surrounding this place, man. Okay, Scripture's going to it about the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Roughly paraphrase. Okay, so we know the Lord sees everything, man. Okay? He sees our people, you know, the ones that's doing all sorts of wickedness, man. Okay? You know, it's not going unseen, man. Okay, but we know the Lord is going to destroy this place from the face of the earth. Okay? America, which is Babylon the Great, this place is going to be completely destroyed, man. Okay? 200 million missiles going to come here. This place is going to be utterly burnt up, man. Okay? 2/3 of our people are going to get cut off here. The script's going to be Zechariah 13:8. Okay? That's what's going to come to this place, man. All right?
It says, the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, says the Lord.
That's right, because the elect, that remnant, the elected 1/3 will be delivered out of this place, man. Okay? You know, but 2/3 of my people are going to get destroyed here. Every heathen that's over in America who's found blood bread is going to get destroyed. Okay? Hey, the best thing for you people, you know, that's going around confused, don't know what your nationality is, you better hope you're Israelite, man. Okay? Because if you're not, you're going to get destroyed here, man. Okay? You can get that out.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
That's right. You know, this place is not our rest. We have to depart from this place spiritually, man. Okay, we can't be putting all our time and energy into America, which is Babylon the Great, man. This place can't be healed, man. Okay? Hey, we can't, you know, be trying to invest all our money and time into trying to get rich here, okay? And to trying to be somebody high, you know, trying to be a celebrity in Esau society, man. Okay, we have to depart from this place spiritually, okay? Do things that's pleasing to the Lord, man. Okay, we have to seek the kingdom of heaven, man. And all things are going to be added unto us, man. Roughly paraphrase.
This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death.
That's right. You know, riches profit not in the day of wrath, man. Oh, it don't matter how much gold you niggas got, man. It don't matter how many flooded out watches, how many diamonds you niggas got, man. Okay? Yeah, none of that don't matter, man. Okay? Your birthday bags, none of that don't matter, man. That ain't gonna deliver you from this destruction that's coming to this place, man. Okay?
You know how you niggas love Nipsey Hussle? You think Nipsey Hussle gave a damn how much money he had when he was shaking after he got shot, man?
Nope.
He didn't give a damn, bro. It didn't matter. You know? That's what I'm telling y'all.
Yep, that's right, man. You know? So, but matter of fact, can you read that last part again about the shop? Yep.
It's Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. Rich.
That's right, but righteousness is delivered from death. Okay? So we supposed to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Scripture going to it in Isaiah 33:6. And now the will shall be stability of thy time and strength of salvation. Roughly paraphrasing, who's going to have that? The elect of Israel, man. They're going to understand what times they're in. When Jacob, hey, we know that we're in the beginning stage of Jacob's trouble right now, okay? You know, we're filtering, you know, the news, what's going on now through the scriptures, okay? Watching for our Lord, man. Scripture's going to it about the Lord shall come like a thief in the night.
What we're doing is watching the news, watching these signs,
Yep.
you know, watching these prophecies. Because, and like you just said, because Yahweh Shah say he's going to come as a thief. You know, but he said in Second Thessalonians 5, or is it James 5, where it says but that day shall not overtake thee as a thief, because we are children. What is it? We are. Matter of fact, yeah, 2 Thessalonians 5. Yeah, because matter of fact, so I want to get it just real quick. Let's read that part. It's like 5 and it's a little bit down. 2.
2 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh to them as a travail upon a woman with child, and so shall they not escape. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that they shall overtake you as a thief.
Right, and the reason why that's not going to overtake the brethren as a thief is because we the ones been watching. You know, we the ones been warning the people. We see the wolf coming. You know, he's saying peace, and people believe in him. Like you know, Trump was here in Atlanta yesterday, talking. You know, they're trying to get Jake, trying to vote for him, and Jake gonna do it too. You know. So
I read an article just yesterday, it talks about America and China kind of ceased on the trade war, putting tariffs and stuff on each other, which in turn put the Dow Jones at a record high of over 27,000. You know what I'm saying? People think they in good case now.
Right.
So that day's going to overtake them because, well, it looks like everything's fine.
Yep.
You know,
right, that's that peace.
Yeah.
That's that peace.
You had the Pope, about a year ago. The Pope and the elder of Islam. They had to sit down.
Yeah, they did.
You know, to bring peace within the religion of Catholicism or Catholics and Muslims that have been warned for thousands of years. So that level of trying to bring peace out here is at a high point, but it's all a deception.
Right. So can you finish that little verse?
What the brother was saying, I always quote this from Vladimir Putin, one of the dukes over there of Edom over there in Russia. He said a few years back that how the world's going, it's at an irreversible state. So however it's going, it's never going to be turned back around. No matter how many peace talks we have, no matter how many trade tariffs and shit that we cease, or no matter how many sanctions that we don't put on, it's still going to be animosity that's going to increase between each nation. There's no way to stop it.
Well, if I may real quick add to what the brother's saying, I was watching a St. Cheese interview with a nigga from St. Louis, and he was speaking on the fact that the guy Sean Cotton had asked him, "Hey, could y'all ever have peace here between him and whoever he's beefing with? He just got shot or whatever. Nigga got shot." And the guy said, "Man, it's too late behind that." He said, "Man, I done had siblings die behind us, brothers. And so it's too much bloodshed on both sides to just have a peace treaty by somebody outside coming and say so." And I just using that as a micro level. When you talk about countries, providences, religious. You know, there's a lot of bloodshed on both sides, and it ain't no peace, man.
Yep. There's no peace. Right.
First going to Matthew 10 and 34. It says, the scripture going to it about, I think not I come to bring peace, but a sword. Paraphrase. Okay? We know that division will be being brought, and that destruction is coming to this place, man. You get that, huh?
Yeah. So that's that sudden destruction. Was that in that scripture? Salaki, was that in that scripture? That was it. Right. Yeah. Right. So, so when they say they shall say peace, sudden destruction coming.
That's right.
But it's not going to overtake us because we're the ones telling you it's coming. You know, we're watching for it. That's our main job, is to watch for the prophecies and prophesy. Because it's getting to a point where really you talk about anything else, you know, it's stuff you should know. But what's really going to matter as time gets closer is, why is this happening? What's going on? Why is there no food in the stores?
Yeah, prophecy and wisdom. That's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Deal with the prophecy as it's happening and know that it's happening.
Application. Because soon, you know, you people, you know, it's not marketing. Soon, you're going to be, man, it's going to be hoping, you know, that the men of the Lord, you know, will be able to accomplish.
Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, says the Lord power, that I will say a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing of the words of the Lord.
You know, so we know that famine of hearing the words of the Lord, you know, it's coming. Okay, and we're slowly seeing it approach, man. Okay, well, we're seeing it approach, man. All right, brothers, YouTubes are getting took down. Okay, you know, these people, you know, that's not listening, man. All right, they're gonna be hoping, you know, that the Lord, you know, protects them. All right, because soon you're not gonna have access to the men of the Lord telling you these things. In Jacob's trouble, all right, when martial law is declared, you people, you're not gonna be able to come up, you know, and ask the prophets wherever you have to ask them, man. All right, you're gonna see these prophecies coming to pass, man. Okay, you're gonna see these things, man. You ain't gonna have to ask, all right, what's going on, man. You're gonna know that you've been deceived, man. By Esau, Edom, and these false prophets that telling you that evil is not coming, telling you these smooth things, man. Okay, because evil is coming to this place, man. Martial law will be declared. We need to get it while you can get it right now, man. Scripture's going to it about seeking the Lord early.
And if I may add to you, brother, we're like, again, you always like to say we already in it. We already in that famine of the word. All right, because the Hebrew word there, I believe, is shemai. which goes into also hearing, but also understanding, and then with itching ears. So a lot of people are called, but it's that trimming down is occurring right now, where a lot of people in Israel, they know they're Israelites, but they don't have the true understanding. So they're gonna get pushed out the way, man. They gonna either go back into the world, or they're gonna be one of the ones that's gonna catch that judgment.
Either way, they catch the judgment.
Okay. And also when reading, they're going to understand.
So are they gonna get right?
These things, man. Okay, you have to understand these prophecies, man. Okay, we know the testimony of Yahushua, the spirit of prophecy. Okay, we're telling our people all these things to come, man. Okay, you know, so, hey, you know, as these prophecies come to pass, the true prophets are gonna be, you're gonna understand who's the true prophets. Okay, who's really telling you the truth. Okay, and you're gonna see how we're holding up America. We're going by firesides. We're bringing out scripts, bringing out the prophecies. Okay, a lot of you people see these things right now, but in that day, a lot of you gonna remember. Okay, when you're in those FEMA camps. Okay, when those martial law troops kick your door in. Okay, rape your woman.
Those black guys were talking about that.
Okay, you're gonna understand. You know that they were telling you the right things, man.
Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 27. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice.
Yep, and that's what's gonna happen. Okay, a lot of people are gonna be separated. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of people out here put to death. Okay, a lot of men are gonna be hiding, man, crying like women. Okay, scared to go around the corner. Okay, trembling. Okay, you know, a lot of you people, you're not gonna be able to go up to your friend. All right, a lot of your friends gonna be getting put to death.
A lot of your friends gonna put you to death.
Yeah, a lot of your friends gonna put you to death. All right, a lot of your friends gonna eat you, man.
Your day ones.
This is what's coming, man. A lot of you gonna be desiring to hear another man's voice, man. Okay, it's about to get very bad out here, man. But y'all think it's a game? Y'all about to see real soon, man. All right, you gotta say.
So Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 30. It says, also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses.
Yeah, a lot of them, you know, in their houses. What they talking about their Israelite stuff. They're up there. Yeah, yep. And they talking about better be destroyed. All right, and they talking about this place going to collapse. I see it stop. It stops. It's like it's going up. All right, see the Dow Jones. And you know, coming up, scoffing.
I just got raised.
I just got a $25 an hour job.
Yeah, I just got a rent. New car, new house. I ain't know that. They think they good, man. Yeah.
But you know, through the spirit, you was talking about Popeye's chicken. Remember the Boondocks? On that episode, the fried chicken flu.
Yep.
The whole episode, even though it was a focus on the Popeye's chicken, but the focus was on Huey. Huey was the one telling everybody, "Hey man, get ready for this end of the world." He had the manual.
Yep.
And he was like, "I've been preparing for all this."
Yep.
And everybody was scoffing at him, but who was all in his house looking for him to lead them, man? So like you said, when at the end of the day, all these people, whether they scoff or not, it's just prophecy to test our faith. They still gonna come and call us up, blow up our phones, knocking on our doors like, "You was right, you was right." You know?
No, trying to go where you stay at. Oh, you stay there.
Yeah.
Same up for high school. You know, trying to go to people. I know auntie you stay over there. Let me see if she's still where you at. Okay? And if the Lord don't set it up for you people to come, you know, with the man of the Lord, you're going to get destroyed, man. Okay?
If you don't find us, you don't find us.
The elect man is going to be as a hiding place. Okay? You continue on.
Ezekiel 33 and 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak to one another, everyone to his brother, saying, "Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh from the Lord."
Yeah, that's right. And a lot of you people that just on the comment board, okay, oh, let's see, they live streaming today. All right, let me put some precepts up, okay? A lot of you, I don't know, I think I can break that down better than that. Okay, a lot of you doing that, but they ain't coming out doing the work, okay?
They look at it as an entertainment. Let's see what they gonna say today. Like the brother was saying that it's years. And she's about to say what so they're talking shit. You know, there's some one Bible, there's some people watching who's talking shit in the house like that. Verse 31, it says, and they come unto thee as people come, and they sit before thee as people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
That's right. You know, they'll hear our words. All right, what they'll hear is bring out the prophecies. Okay, telling them the right thing to do. A lot of them, yeah, that's right. Well, a lot of them gonna do. A lot of them still gonna go get some pork. All right, a lot of them still gonna smoke weed. A lot of them be smoking weed watching the video. Okay? All that, man. You continue.
It says, for with their mouths they show much love.
Yeah, that's right. You know, they'll drive by Shalom. You know? Come on, Nasrallah. Keep honking the horn.
Hey, keep doing what you doing, boy.
Yeah. Just like that Jake.
Black Cloud.
You know, trying to say, look like he's trying to say something. Got long dress, dumping out cigarette ashes, man.
Right?
You know, like, come on, man. You and they ain't doing the work, man. All right? You been a nigga, man. All right, you continue on, man.
It says, but their heart goeth after covetousness.
That's right. You know, a heart is live in the Hebrew. That's your mind. Okay? Go after covetousness. All right? What they do? What he got? I want to get this. All right, let me get that too. I can get more than him. All right, she doing that, let me do this. All right, doing things contrary to the scriptures, man. You continue on.
Verse 32. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song.
That's right. You know what, Jake? What Jake's son Jake like to say? Oh, it sound good. It sound good. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I hear you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I hear you.
I hear you.
Say no more. Say no more.
I'll be out here next week.
All right. What time y'all be out?
Where y'all be at? What time?
What time?
Y'all used to be over there by 5 for CNN.
He be like, he ain't coming back.
Y'all got a church or a school you go to?
Yeah,
no, you gonna bring your ass outside this cold like we are.
So it says, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely son of one that hath a pleasant voice.
It's not real pleasant, you know. It's like, man.
We get a bit
Y'all got a vending machine here?
It's greatness right there.
You got no vending machine
Yeah,
here?
we are. You absolutely right. And we are. Okay? The point is that you can't just be hearers of the word, you gotta be doers as well. Okay? Everybody not a prophet, but you gotta do, you know what it is in your life for you to do, man. Okay?
You gotta try to be. You better try to be a prophet.
Yeah, that's right.
That was good to say. It says, "Come, ye the best gifts, and I shall show you a more excellent way." So, don't Jake be trying to pull that. I just make Israelite music. Nah, man, you better try to prophesy.
That's right.
Cover the prophet.
Yeah, cover the prophet.
You can put up a precept. You know, precept upon precept, line upon line.
Put up a
okay,
meme.
See if you can prophesy. You know 2 scriptures. All right. You know this place gonna go down. Okay. You know who the devil is. All right. You know who's the wicked. All right. Come back. Bring out what you know, man. Okay.
Yep.
Or because I mean, the scripture tells you in Corinthians that everybody's not a prophet at the end of the day.
Yep.
You know, it's a real art to really prophesying His word. You don't just go out on a wing and just, let me try to be a prophet. It ain't, you had certain men in the time of Acts that tried to go out there and profess the word. The vagabond Jews, and they got their asses whooped.
By demons.
By demons, because they wasn't on that level. Called. They wasn't called, to even exercise that practice. He said, but I don't know you. So even if you don't actually hold the light of a prophet, it was still plenty of men that were additives to the word. You had, even women. I think me and a brother was talking about Tabitha, the seller of purple linen. She probably hooked certain men up. She was known in the scriptures.
She was rich because she got that purple.
She had purple and linen. Purple linen. You had certain men that actually helped keep the prophets, at home and dwelling quarters. When they was on the run, certain men that actually fed the prophet. They had some type of service dealing with the ministry. So I mean, everybody's not going to be on the streets. Now the scripture says to covet the prophesy, because this is the
top office.
The top office, and you should desire that.
Right.
Because Jay be like, well, I ain't no prophet.
Yeah, it's important. Try. Like you better. If you sincere, you want to try to be the best you can be. Now, if it falls the way, like what brother saying, if it falls the way where you just take care of brother, whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's fine. But you never know if you don't try. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know, cause shit, a lot of the prophets were just regular Israelites, but the spirit was on them. The Lord led them into being prophets. Yeah, Amos.
Shit, but you yeah, brother, you get that with Amos.
Yeah, 7 and 17.
David. Paul was Paul was polished, but yeah, David was a sheep herder. Yeah, these men had occupations. James, John, they were fishermen. Yahweh Shah said, I'm gonna make you a fisher of men. And that faith, that's what led them. It all boils down to faith.
Faith and belief.
That's where the Lord can say, okay, I can elevate him, or I want to keep him here.
Because faith is given out. It says in Ephesians 2:8 that faith is a gift. So that gift, all these gifts aren't necessarily given to everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Yahweh Shai was speaking on that, if I'm not mistaken. Like the priest was saying, if you come in, like, try, and you'll fall in your lot.
Right.
But the scripture just say what? A man, just paraphrase, a man who gives the prophet water receives a prophet's reward. So if you come into the camp, and you may not necessarily have the spirit of being a prophet or like that teacher, you know what I'm saying? You may have fallen in that lot of being a helper and get the same reward as the man who speaks every week.
It's stocks. It's spiritual stocks. When you invest in the stock market, you know, put your certain shares in the stock market, and after that stock market bubbles, you're gonna get a percentage pertaining to how much you actually invested in the company. And we, through the spirit of prophets, you know, we put the lion's portion in the company, man, because we out here in the cold. You know, the low temperature, high temperature.
Catching the hell.
Yep, catching the hell on the front lines, being bashed and berated. You know, we wear it.
You know the perfect parable that shows that with Yahweh Shai and the talents. And he gave one man more time. He gave certain men more talents than the other. He gave another man more, pretty much symbolizing more spirit than another person. But the other person still worked with what he had. At the end of the day, the same thing. The laborers, the parable of the laborers, the men came in and, hey, we've been working this and this 11th hour guy who came in did the same. Well, in the beginning, when you read it, you agreed to the same thing. So all y'all get it. The apostles and elders, 35 plus years.
It's still not the wisest thing to do, but
been in for 6.
you can't even
Well,
get
when I
the
get on the
truth.
chain, we gonna get the same thing. We gonna get the same crown.
It
may not be wise. It may not be wise.
Okay, you know, just like what we wanted to about, you know, the penny. Okay, she's a great man, you know, that's been laboring this for decades. Okay, but you don't see them
I never felt too bad about that. I mean, you see it.
you know,
It looks like it, but really at the end of the day, that's because we was out there teaching. That's why they were. They see something or heard something.
You know what they do?
Turning back their
That
Ultimately,
the laborers and food harvest is plenteous.
That's right.
Man, come in and do the work. We need the workers. That's another thing. If a brother believes and he come in, let the brother believe and come in.
That's right.
That's
right. You know, we still got work to do. All right, when we look around, that's right. Because we look around right now, we ain't on the charity yet. Okay, so it's still work, you know, that has to be done. Okay. So, matter of fact, you can go ahead and get that.
This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 41. He that received a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. He that received a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water, only in the name of the disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward.
That's right. That's that same reward. Okay, that the prophet is going to receive the one, you know, that comes up, you know, receive them. They're going to receive that same reward. Okay, receiving that kingdom of heaven, being delivered out of this place, man. Okay, bringing them a glass of cold water, man. Bringing them cold water. All right, you know, can be enough for you to receive salvation if the Lord set that up for you. Okay. But with that said,
I was going to finish that. Verse 32, it says, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. Verse 33 is the point. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that prophet has been among them.
that's right. You know, so when they see all these prophets come to pass, they're going to know that the prophet has been among them. Okay, but for a lot of you, it's going to be too late. All right, but with that, so the next one continue on in spirit.
You know, continuing in that same spirit. Go back to Ezekiel. Yeah, man. Hey, we come in week week out and tell you people the judgment of the Lord. You know, it may seem as if, you know, it's a broken record. Hey, but that's what we've been set up to do. All right? And I know you people are, oh man, here they go again, man, being Debbie Downer. You know, pissing on our parade. Hey man, that's our job, man. That's what the Lord has set us up to do. And in doing so, we have to tell you what's coming to this place, man, and what you got to do to get your shit straight. All right? We have to tell you that 2/3 of our people is going to be destroyed. We have to tell you that it's only going to be a select few that make it out of this captivity this go round, man. It's not going to be like the time of Easter. And all these things that we're bringing out through the scriptures, we've been appointed to do so, man. All right?
That's right.
Anytime the prophets have come, you know, it's been a bearer of bad news, so to speak. All right?
That's our job.
Party poopers.
Yeah, shitting on their parade, man. Okay?
Yeah, I think when you look it up, the nickname for the prophets the men of doom.
Yeah.
The men of doom.
Done. You know, and they want to call us what? Fearmongers and shit like that. You know, hey,
So?
call it what you will, man. All right? This is what we've been set up to do, man, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem outside.
And through fear, we persuade men, so we do fear mongers.
Exactly. Exactly. Right on point.
Through
Go
fear,
ahead
we
and start at the top of Ezekiel 33.
This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet, and warn the people.
Yeah, so what manner of watchman would we be to not warn you people week in, week out of the destruction that's coming to this place, man? The famines, the pestilence, you know, all the things that the brother Kalayu was bringing out, man, prior to me coming up here speaking. All right? That's our job to do this, man. All right? So whether you want to hear it or not, man, hey, it has to come out. All right? You watching us on YouTube every week, man, just turn the channel, man. Go to goddamn House of Highlights and some shit, you know? We're not beating people over the head, making you watch these videos, but whether you hear or forbear, like I think the brother just read, Ezekiel 33 and 33 said, you know, when these things do come to pass, then when you know a prophet have been the one. So whether you decide to stay on our channel and listen, or go to fucking Food Insider or whatever you want to watch, you know, these things are still going to come to pass, and we're just getting the blood off our hands, man. So we can say, hey, we told you, you know. But if we don't, then what? It'll go into keep reading about your shot.
Then whosoever hears the sound of the trumpet and take not warning,
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Whoever hears us coming out week in, week out telling you what's going to befall this place, whether you hear it or not, it's going to take place, man. Whether you stay tuned in or you tune out, it doesn't really fucking matter. Go ahead.
if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Yeah, hey, that's your motherfucking fault. So, if you don't take heed to what the Spirit of the Lord is bringing out through the men out here on the highways and byways, all right? Through our lessons throughout the week, you know, through us coming in season, out of season, you know, against the flesh to come out here and prophesy the downfall of this place, man. To tell you heathen that you're going into slavery, okay? Telling you that you're going to be destroyed, first of all, then going into slavery, you know. Yeah, man, we the bearer of bad news. Telling 2/3 of our people, they get put to death too, man. All right? And that you're going to be low in the kingdom of heaven when you do come back, man. Go ahead.
He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him.
Yeah, that's like a nigga walking across the street and we say, hey, it's a car coming. Nigga keep walking, get hit. That ain't our fault, man. That's right. All right? We gave you warning. All right? Whether you took heed or not, you know, it's ultimately up to you, man.
Yep.
Whether you be put to death or the Lord sees it necessary for you to have salvation, man. Okay? Go ahead.
But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
Yeah, he that take a warning shall deliver his soul.
Yeah,
And
they
then
use
at
got
the end
them
of
dotted
the day,
bullets.
it's all
No,
up
they
to the
was
Lord.
wrong, man.
Anyway, you know whether you hear or forbear, man. Because some have been blinded from the beginning, man. They're just slow before the fire, man. All right? They're very insignificant in the role. They're just playing that role that has to be played out here on the planet Earth, man. Okay? Keep going out.
But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet.
Yeah, so if we see all of these things taking place, because as being watchmen, we're being vigilant, we're being sober, as the scriptures tell us, you know, and we won't be taken as a thief in the night because, hey, we got our eyes open, man, waiting for these things to happen. All right, we're watching the news, we're filtering through the scriptures, so that way we know what time we're living in. All right. It's everyday people walking up and down the streets that don't even know what's going on in the news, man. They just want to go to these different restaurants, sit down, eat, chuckle, watch the game. They could care less about what the hell is going on, man. All right? But, hey, we may be amongst you people, but we know what the hell's going on. All right? And this is our platform to tell you what the hell is going on.
That's right.
Whether you hear it or not. Keep going.
Start from the top, verse 6. But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood I will require at the watchman's hand.
Exactly, because that means we ain't doing our goddamn job.
Yeah, I ain't about to die for no nigga.
Hell no.
Nah.
You know, I'd rather get it the easy way. Tell you niggas what's going on, whether you hear it or not, you know, and in hopes of being saved, than to just not do it, period, knowing that I know.
Die with your black ass.
Right, come on now. Ain't nobody dying with you niggas.
Hey, you know what? That goes for every Israelite group outside of Great Millstone.
That's right.
Cause it's all kind of prophecies and things that's coming. You know, we've been harping on the microchip a lot, but what about martial law? Jacob's trouble. Nathan said there is going to be no Jacob's trouble. You know, and IUIC, ISUPK don't go into that. You know, GOCC damn sure don't go into that. They talk about bringing Esau in. You know,
or teaching shit like mark of the beast is Christianity.
right?
Or the judge coming off the stand hugging fucking Geiger is the mark of the beast. Come on, man.
Right.
It tells us in Titus there's some of the circumcision that are vain and
Unruly talkers.
Unruly talkers, the water. That mouth shall be stopped.
Yeah.
Must be stopped.
Must be stopped. That's right.
Teaching things they ought not to teach.
Yep.
All right. Those that are doing that, hey man, the blood is going to be required of you, man.
That's right.
All right, because you're not giving them proper warning. All right, go ahead, bro.
This is Ezekiel 13:3. Thus saith the Lord power, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing.
You guys, okay? Anybody outside of Great Millstone, that's you guys. Or not even in Great Millstone, or those that are not
teaching what
true
GMS
doctrine.
is teaching.
Exactly. Those that are not teaching the true doctrine, man, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem outside. Okay? So don't necessarily get caught up in just because you don't have those letters on the name. And salvation is not for you. That's not what it's about. If you're coming out or you have sincerity in your heart to the 100% truth, that Great Millstone just so, but that's talking about you guys that are not.
I got a precept for you.
That's it on that.
I got a quick one for you. This is 1 Corinthians 1:10. And it says, now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment.
Yeah, hey, why y'all don't do unity camps? That's the why. That's the reason why. Because how you gonna be in unison with somebody that don't even have the same mind or speak the same doctrine as you?
Right.
That's confusing. The scripture tell you, could two walk together lest they be agreed? Right. You know.
Hey, well, if I may say, I was watching a clip where you got this guy, Chief Ephraim. You know, he just moved back down. He moved down here and he out there with those Old Testament Israelites in Sparta. And there's a clip where they call on Yehuda, and he calls on Yahweh. So they was reading Genesis. I was telling you about it, wasn't I? I was telling one of the brothers about it. Yeah, and they were reading out of Genesis, and when he was reading, and it was his turn. Chief Ephraim was reading. He got to which so he don't understand. That's another story. But he was reading in Genesis, and he was like, and Yahweh made, and then he was like looking up, like, should I say Yahweh? And I was like, y'all both guilty of one of the first 10 commandments, man. Make not the Lord's name in vain. So y'all both literally cut each other by making the Lord's name in vain. You both played it down. Like, well,
Yeah.
I'll downplay my name. Fusion.
Yeah, hey,
And then Chief Ephraim has the actual true name. Supposed to exalt that
Supposed to
name,
exalt it,
man.
right?
woe to those that spare, keep back their sword from blood, man. And that's ultimately what you just
Exactly.
did. Okay? When you shouldn't even be around those guys that teach the different doctrine anyway.
That's
what it all boils down to.
that's
So-
trimming their ways to seek love.
Exactly.
You know, we use that scripture for
Jake to Esau.
Esau, but that goes for these other Israelites too. Because if you're not in the same spirit, the right spirit, you're trimming your way. You're trimming your way to seek love from a group that doesn't acknowledge the true name of the Heavenly Father, doesn't even acknowledge all of the scriptures.
So respect
know?
the person.
Yeah, you know, respect. You know, yeah, the Most High says that He's not a respecter of persons.
Yeah,
You know?
hey, no, you can drop it. But yo, every time I think about, you know,
See love.
this guy linking up with guys that teach something different, man, I'm like, bro, what is the logic in that? That
doesn't make no
logical.
sense, bro.
That's like trying to run a three-legged race, goddamn, and one person thinks the finish line is this way, and you think it's that way.
Facts.
So you know what? We're gonna go to both of them. I'm going to mine first, and then we're gonna run over here. We're gonna go to yours over here.
Nigga, that don't even make sense, bro.
Bro.
Like, come on, bro. Like, and
Man,
that's
whatever
the-
demon that is, man.
Yeah, that's a strong demon.
Whatever specific demon, whatever that name of that demon's name is in the Hebrew, yo, man.
Yeah, hey.
That we all Israel.
He
demon.
did.
And that demon, that's a real goddamn stronghold.
Oh,
because
my God,
even
man.
outside of the truth,
Shit.
I don't want to be around a nigga that don't believe and have the same principle that I believe. Because ultimately, you're going to get yourself in trouble.
That's it.
All right?
Nigga, this is Bloods and Crips getting together, man. That's but Crips don't hang around Bloods, and Bloods don't hang around Crips. It's like, you know.
But they do that shit nowadays, and that shit is confusing in itself on my downside.
And they come together for money.
Yeah.
Same reason these other camps come together for
Exactly.
money.
Right.
That's true.
But the general, you know, thing is that, you know, that they're two different ideologies, you
Fucking
know.
oil and water don't mix.
Ephesians 4 and 4. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. Verse 5. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one power and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. So I mean, there's only one name. All right. You got the Heavenly Father, there's only begotten Son. You got Israelite camps that don't even teach that. There's a difference between the Heavenly Father and the only begotten Son, man. You got different names, different doctrines. All right. There's only one doctrine, man. That's the doctrine that we pushing and our apostles and elders are pushing, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilences.
Hey, and that's what we do out here, man. That's why we come in weekend. That's one of the jobs set up as being a prophet. You know, like the scripture said. You know, that's something that watchmen do. Okay? And if you sit on your watch and you see these different things coming, man, it's your job to warn. Because if not, then why the hell you get in that hoping that, you know, the Lord will come back and save you just because you said that you believe that you're an Israelite, okay? That you believe that His name is Yahweh and the Son name is Yahweh Shai? No, man. If you believe, all right, you've been set up to do this word, you need to come out and prophesy, man. All right, and be a so-called fearmonger like the men you see before you. Okay, do some more.
Verse 9, the prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass.
These things do come to pass, and what are these things?
Talk
The
about it.
famines, the pestilence,
He was
you know,
trying to
the
call me.
destruction of this place.
No, he
All
tried
right?
to call me, but we all call him.
When these things do come to pass, then you'll know that a prophet have been among you. And by then, it's going to be too goddamn late. All right? The blood is already required. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not.
Yeah, and they're sparing not. Hey, we ain't holding back our sword from blood. You know, and sparing not, we're not going to link with guys that don't teach what we teach. All right? We're not sparing those guys. We're telling you, going the hell off. That's not the true doctrine. That's not the true name. We're not finna downplay our spirits or the truth that has been given to us just to get along with some Negroes, man. All right? Yeah, you know, water down the truth just to, like the brother said, man, to seek love from these other guys. All right? That's why I believe it has to be something more to it, man. Like what I'm saying, it's a monetary thing, man. That's the only reason I can see why men would do such a thing, man.
Right.
All right? Spare another man's feeling because you don't want to step on his toes. Well, get the fuck away from around them, nigga. Fuck it. Go ahead.
It's just ignorant, man.
Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sin.
Yeah, and what is transgression, man? Not keeping the law, okay? Trampling or stepping over the law, man, okay? We're out here to tell you people, man, hey, that what you're doing is wickedness, and you're going to be destroyed for it, all right? That's the trumpet, man. We're lifting up our voices, man, telling you that America is going to be destroyed, okay? That we're in the time, we're in the beginning stages of Jacob trouble, all right? That don't believe everything you hear in the news because it's all propaganda and bullshit, all right? We're bringing out the true news, man, all right? Because we can see through and see past some of these fabricated stories, man, that are in mainstream media.
Yeah.
All right? Go ahead.
Yeah, Apostle Brown did a lesson roughly like a month or so about these different news agencies and the people who are like special advisors or some people who are like, they have like a certain position within these news outlets. They're former CIA agents or FBI agents. So they're all juiced in. You know, you have this movie called Black Dog. They're basically telling you it's all set up and it's all fake. You know, the fact that you go to CNN Center and go on a tour, it's a joke. You know, they give you these fabricated stories. You always notice in the news, and they give you all the doobie thing. And at the end, they give you a little story.
Or such and such had a baby.
See what they do is they'll give you the news, but they downplay it, and then they'll add, they'll downplay the severity of it, or they'll omit certain key points. You know, 'cause I mean, you can't fake that it's protests in Hong Kong.
Yeah,
it's protests in Hong Kong, but they downplay the full force of it. You know.
Because, hey, like the brother was saying, man, certain things you have to bring out in the news because it's just to the point where it's out there and it can't be hidden.
Right.
But they're not going to give you the full...
they control the narrative of it, what's behind it.
They control the narrative. They're not going to give you the full, unadulterated, raw truth, man, like we do through the scriptures, man, when we come out here. And that's the thing. All right, on this platform, we can give it to you that way. But on those news medias and different outlets on their platform, they can't do it that way, all right? Because their word is esteemed higher than ours, okay? If they were to come out and say some of the things that we say on the highways and byways, the people will be in a fucking uproar, all right? And they won't be able to control what's going on, you know, in society. But like it says in the scriptures, roughly paraphrasing, when the rich speak, everybody listens. Right? But when the poor man speaks, you know, they say, what fellow is this? All right, and that's the position that we're in. Because like I said, man, the news brought some of the things out, man, that they know that are coming to this place. They wouldn't be able to control society, man. People don't want to hear it, they'd be uproar, burning shit down, like fucking LA riots, man, in the 90s. We're right to keep out his black ass people, but it'll be 10 times magnified.
Containment.
Okay?
The radio did.
Yeah.
You had to put the real video and stuff up, and they was trying to find
it. If you control the information that you let out and what you don't let out, you have the people on the screen, man. That's why you have them up and you have them down. You know, emotional highs, emotional lows. All right? When you can control what the people see. And also, when the people take your word as gold, man. All right, because the rich are esteemed, their words are highly regarded, man. All right. Folly is said in great dignity, but the rich sit in low places. And when it speaks of that, it's the rich in spirit, man. The ones that have this truth. You had more. Okay. Yeah, and then you know, like the brother mentioned, the Dow Jones is up right now. So the people thinking, oh man, shit, America may not be on the decline. Even though they see the goddamn trillions and trillions of dollars that this place is in debt.
They just put a debt clock billboard here in Atlanta.
Yeah, I seen that shit. All them goddamn numbers you can't even call, probably. That's a whole bunch of
You don't know how, don't even know how to say that word.
Exactly,
that number. Say the number. Don't know how to say the number.
But yet still, you people take what these devils say as gold, man. How the fuck is America in a good state with a fucking debt that fucking high, man? It don't even make sense. That's why something has to happen to offset that damn debt. You can't just owe a person that much amount of money and the nigga's not gonna bust your head for it. Or not gonna come looking for your ass.
Yeah, who we talking about $100 for the nigga?
Yeah, you talking about $20 that you borrowed from his ass Tim.
Yeah, and these damn gooks will start sending suicidal gooks to fly in and slap the shit out of you niggas, man. Because it's like they tired of this shit. The Chinese, because the Chinese own all this debt. They have come in, they bought up everything, they buy up all these radio stations, these dams, these electricity companies. They buy streets. They buy up a lot of stuff, and it's gonna get to a point where it's like, man, listen, you motherfucking Americans, we want our money, man. Stop fucking with me. Like you said, a nigga will bust your head open because you owe him $5.
Right. You already said he he fucking shot a nigga over goddamn $5.
a nigga got killed over a Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Come on now. And I hate to keep harping on that.
But that's real.
Oh,
that's real, yeah. Niggas.
That just brings you to the fucking realization how dumb these motherfuckers is and how over something small. So you ain't talking about $22 trillion now.
But you know what, brother? It ain't even necessarily about how small it is. People are fed the fuck up, man. You know, like Gerald Celente said, when people have nothing else to lose and they lose it all, they lose it. And what we're witnessing in 2019 going into 2020 is people are losing it. That's why this Popeyes thing is a great example of people losing it. Imagine you at your job and every day you got to go to work 40 hours and it's a whole new fleet of niggas coming in here with attitudes. You by the end of the week, you're going to be ready to murk something. So we seeing this progression of just ain't no patience out here, man.
Shoot, you know who was fed up too? Remember these government workers when the government shut down for like 2 months? Man, them government workers, man, the airport workers, you know, like Jake at the bottom, they, man.
TSA workers.
Yeah, man, it was hot. They were leaving. Yo, these people, they're not gonna work for free. And then you tell them that they can't do, you know, have this or that, or think, or you know, a certain good is limited. They gonna lose it.
Spirit jump in and Jake quick.
They gonna lose it. Jake already high as hell. They already be geeked. They already be high. These Edomites, they already be doped up high. You know what I'm saying? Shit. At the time you get into a fight with an Edomite or a Jake, and they don't feel that shit. Like that chick that broke the pipe at the school. That bitch probably, man, that bitch probably got no high as shit.
$1 million worth of damage.
$1 million worth of damage.
Yeah. Go ahead and read that.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Hey, the key word is think. They shall think. You know, like the brother brought out that the Dow Jones is up a couple numbers. They sit back, come in and kick their feet up. You know, man, America ain't going nowhere. So they think that. Go ahead.
I'm gonna start from the top.
I'm not gonna hold that sign up.
Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Yeah. So while you in this state of being
somebody asking about a sign,
okay, not watching the signs and the signs that you're living in, thinking that you're in a good state, and
people don't even come up to us no more.
That's the ultimate stage of being comfortable, man. To think
people used to always have something to say. Always
to think that you're ahead of the game. Yeah, that's pride. You know, to think that what you've done has set you up to a place to where you can't be touched, man. All right? Hey, that's the worst state to be in, to be asleep when the thief come in your fucking house, man, and you can't hear him coming. And by the time you do realize he in the house, he on your motherfucking ass, all right? You ain't got time to grab nothing. You ain't got time to get up and hide. You know, he on your ass, man, because you were thinking yourself to be in good standing while niggas plotting on you, he is in your house, man. And that's the same spirit that these people are in by these certain monetary things taking place. You know, certain tariffs being lifted, things of that nature. All right. They think, oh, we're back on the incline now. America's going up. You know.
But yeah.
But hey, we here to spoil the goddamn party. It's not. Okay. So stop your bullshit, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 38:11. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
Right.
I will go to them that are at rest.
Yeah, that's a state of comfortability too. Having a fucking village with no walls, no defense whatsoever. Niggas just you get that. You know, that's America.
Yeah.
That's
You know, they're in a state to where this is a whole fucking country full of unwalled villages, man. Because they've never been touched, you know, throughout the history, except for a little bit of Pearl Harbor, you know, and fucking 9/11, which was staged. Right. You know, other than that, and these people have forgot about that shit. You know, 9/11 just not passed not too long ago.
Yeah, they're not even
a fucking regular day.
because they used to shut. Yeah, because 5-10 years ago they used to shut the shit down and they had everybody read all the victims' names and everything. They don't do
A
that
whole
shit.
moment of silence
Yeah.
throughout the. It was like America stopped.
Mhm.
Oh, man, they ain't doing that shit. Niggas probably partying on 9/11.
Yeah.
Victims, the family of the victims, probably ain't need to celebrate that shit because America is unwalled village, man. We're in a state of being comfortable. All right. So when we bring you out this stuff to make you uncomfortable, you don't want to hear that shit, man. You want to continue to party and bullshit and just be in a goddamn an illusion. All right. These people are living in a big fucking illusion. If you think that America is thriving, man, it's not. Go ahead.
Because like you're speaking about 9/11, they always make you remember something that's depressing.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? When you go into the high holy days, the Lord makes us remember things that were good coming out of Egypt.
That's right.
Having the Feast of Tabernacles. I had a great time with y'all boys.
Exactly.
You know, for a whole week. You know what I'm saying? Our high holy days are something that we can remember and dwell upon as something positive. All right, I don't want to. If I had a family member who died in Africa, I don't want to constantly go back to that point in history where my dad died or my wife died or my child died. I don't want to keep having that depression on. Right. That's not a good thing to just keep pushing on people.
Well, it's like that movie. If you got children, you probably know Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
And you know, to make a long story short, in there, they was trying to power their world with the monsters through fear.
Exactly.
But then they found out later on, oh, we can get way more charge by making the children happy. So Esau is a true vampire. He's a true soul sucker. You know, so he, like you said, because even the more solemn high holy days of ours, like the Passover, really through the Spirit, no Israelites died. We got delivered.
Yep.
So it's a serious high holy day, but in the Spirit, it's not something to remember like R.I.P. yada 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 and such, and you know, 3,000 Israelites died. It ain't even like that. Exactly.
That's right. America want to keep reminding you the possibility of your loved one jumping out the 65th floor and shit.
We're gonna replay that.
Yeah, right. I want to see that shit. Right.
I have one for you.
Ezekiel 38:11. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, and dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. I'm going to go to another piece.
And that scripture unwalled, like you said, America as a whole is unwalled. Right. But on a spiritual sense, how we know you people have that unwalled spirit on you is your thoughts of protecting yourself. Yes. You idiotic Americans are protesting to have your guns confiscated. Yeah. You idiots, you want to give up your guns. You want to give up the level of protection. Like we were saying we were speaking at the camp last week. I was saying to brother, there's certain things that you shouldn't take so heavy. Like, oh God, he's prepping. No, these are things that you as a man, period, should be doing.
Well, that's how they program the minds of the people. When people actually are self-conservative, they call that pressure. If you have a level of self-sustainability, they call that survivalism. You know, that was just the natural
shit.
That's natural ability.
You should have a weapon to protect your house. The scriptures say teach Judah how to teach Judah the bow.
But now they use that as they make it seem like you know, you're gonna assault somebody.
Yeah.
Or you a thug. If you, because they had that picture, I think it was Instagram or Facebook back in a little while back, where they had the two families. They had the white people with guns and stuff like that. You know, the long guns and stuff, and they was looking at it like that's upliftment, but they had niggas with guns. And we already, you know how niggas is with guns, though. You know what I'm saying?
Or if they show videos where Jake will be showing his kids how to break the gun down, and it's like, that ain't, but then white people, they show them how to use the whole big boy guns and all that.
You got a whole video of a 12-year-old girl going through a shooting course.
Yeah.
Shit off like a car.
But your kids should know how to protect themselves. Your kids should know how to fight. Your woman, even our women of old, man, they knew how to fight. They knew how to kill. They knew how to hold it down. You know, self-sustainability. Hey, I lean on America. America go provide me food. America go provide me security. America go provide me money. America go provide me medical. Man, we supposed to be able to handle yourself. You supposed to be able to handle your land with nobody.
Self-sufficient. Supposed to be self-sufficient.
Yeah, hey, because like the brother was saying, you see nowadays open carry, shit, you ain't kind of goddamn nervous. You see Jake with a weapon on his hip. It's kind of like a stigma. You got like a fucking elephant in the room. Because you don't know the spirit that Jake is in. But hey, if you open carrying the right spirit, man, hey, you should. Because America has put you people in a state to where you think that they are going to protect you by any means necessary. Okay, I can give over my guns and be all right. You know, and when all actuality, they doing that shit. So when they got them jump down on your ass, you're not going to have a way of protecting
I got all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. And I know how to fucking do it.
11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. You know, people just have, that's a mindset of not just Esau, but Babylonians. Lost name, you know, you see more buildings and more construction going up. Price of gas is going up, but it go back down. People will be like, okay, well, it's a wintertime, gas going down.
Yep.
You still go get food at a reasonable price. Even though food is going up, people still get that they're a good case. They're not thinking about the destruction. Like you say, oh, you guys keep talking about that all the time. Yeah, you guys come out here and that doom and gloom. The scriptures prophesied it. If people knew the Bible like the said you did, you would read about the prophecies, man. There's a certain kind of people who can give you the prophecies straight and direct, man.
I had one for you if you don't mind. This is Ecclesiasticus 5:1. And it says, set not thy heart on thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life.
Yeah. Hey, and that's a state of being comfortable too, man. All right? Because when shit hit the fan, bro, the state that these people are in America, man, it's going to be easy kill. You know, it's going to be easy, man. Because these people have given all of their goods over and put all their eggs in one basket, so to speak. And that one basket that you put all your eggs in is America. All right? Because if the everyday person, man, if they check don't come every 1 or 2 weeks, then they fuck. You know? If the grocery store shuts down, they fuck. You know? If they don't have electricity, man, they fuck. You know? You can't even self-sustain yourself, man.
Bro, people used to know how to make candles from scratch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we knew things to use to make fires from our hands. We ain't need lighters. Nowadays, man, people like you said, man, they live a pampered lifestyle. Even though people are struggling, it's still pampered as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even though they're homeless or that you may not have no money, like, you can still go get food stamps. You can still go take $4 or $5 and go into Kroger and go get a whole chicken cooked for you. It's a whole rotisserie chicken. Just I get it, and you can eat on that.
Yep.
Hey, the homeless could go to Cookout. A homeless man get $5. He can go to Cookout. He can get a hamburger. He can get a double fry and a drink
And another side.
and them 2 sides, man.
Yep. Yep.
So the state of being low over here is really not that low. A homeless man can take a shower every day if
He
feel
really
so
can.
well pleased.
Yeah.
You know, the resources are readily available, but that has put our people into a state to where they are dependent instead of independent.
Right.
All right. Because
Or too dependent.
overly on what's that word is?
Who dependent? You dependent.
Goddamn, what's the term? Learned helplessness. You know, like they use on these elephants in the goddamn in these circuses. You know, they tie them up to a goddamn tree and hand feed them, so that way when it's time for feeding, they look into the circus masters to give them certain things, man. All right, they don't realize how powerful and how big they really are.
Yeah.
You know, over a fucking circus wheel. You know, they can easily trample their ass to death and get the hell out of there, man, out of captivity.
Yeah,
You know?
it was like parents and their babies, man. You spoil your babies too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? What? Yeah.
If I may, I got the online etymology of spoil. And I mean, it goes into other parts, but I want to get to this point. This is spoil, and it says the sense of destroy, ruin, damage so as to render useless, and from the form of the 1560s to overindulge a child, etc. So really through the spirit, no adult should be spoiled.
Right.
Huh? Silver spoon. That's a childlike state.
Yeah.
You know, these adults are spoiled. Like their life is based on a childlike way of living.
Yeah.
You know, because again, I always say this, like you, 6, 7-year-old, you be like, man, wake up, man, it's time to go to school.
Yeah. There you go.
Right.
Fall right back to sleep. Boy, get your ass up.
Right.
Listen, I know you brothers as men, man.
I'm like,
man, some leaves in the backyard crack too hard. I'm waking up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if the AC cut off too hard, I'm waking up.
Exactly.
But these Jake, that's how you know they're spoiled like children. They super sleep. As a man should be so like aware of his surroundings and what's going on, to the point where it's like, man, I can't be at ease, man. We at war. Like I said, man, y'all know you Jakes, you don't sleep through the night. We nap.
I don't.
We like sharks, one eye open and shit.
Yep.
What's the population in America?
But
Almost
a little over
300,000.
300 million. A little over 300 million.
Yeah.
300 million? Man, America has over 300 million dependents, man. You know how you go
Real
fill out
shit.
the goddamn W-4 and you got 1 or 2?
Yeah.
America got over 300 million dependents.
That's why.
But that's how they designed it.
That's
That's how they designed. That's how they designed it.
That's right, brother.
They made this country, and this is why when people from the Eastern world come over here,
Yeah.
you know, they'll come here and they'll tell you just about like, you know, I like America, but the people this the way, like they'll tell you just how, you know, like this, right? You know, perfect example of just being settled on your lease.
Yeah.
You know, having stuff just given to you.
How you know the America's codependent is a bunch of fat ass people in America. That overweight demon. That's just, I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yeah, hey, depending on America and Esau to provide, instead of looking towards the Lord, you know, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, for your every needs, man. All right, looking to the Lord to feed you in your day. You know, looking for the Lord so you have shelter. Our people are not taking a covering in the Lord, man. They're taking a covering in Esau, Edom, and his system. All right, and the Lord is not going to do that if you take the covering of him. You know, He's going to make sure, hey, what does the scripture say? Hey, my servant shall be.
Yeah.
All right, that's the Lord, man. The Lord, America is not trustworthy, man, to be putting all your eggs in one basket. All right? Because look at America. Once you commit one simple crime against the system in which they set up, hey, man, they slam your ass. All right? Over stealing a goddamn piece of bubble gum. All right? You can't trust in a person like that for all your wants and needs, man.
Not at all.
You can't take cover of with a person of that kind of spirit, man. You should be taking a covering of your house by sitting outside, as the scripture just said, man. In Isaiah the 30th chapter.
Yeah, verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves and the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yeah. Hey, our people in that spirit too, leaving out of Egypt, man.
Hell yeah.
Some of the Jakes wanted to go back.
Oh, they
you know,
wanted to go
because
back.
it was in a state of being comfortable.
Scoffing in the water.
They was being fed, they was being clothed, they was being sheltered. Man, why the fuck we leave Egypt to go to the wilderness, man? And be forsaken.
Hey, Israel said, hey, you know how Jake was heckling the hell out of Moses. You know, the scripture, it was like Israel, but you know it was probably like one Jake, it was like, yo, Moses, man, you brought us out here to die? Right. That's how you read it like Jake, you know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, man, you brought us all the way out. It was like, man, he told me the Lord brought us all the way out here just to kill us. Man, yo, take us back. Yo, Jake, you know how Jake get, man.
Numbers 11 and 5 real fast. I think that's it.
You did numbers 11 and 5? Yeah,
Jake was eating good, because you had...
the onions, the leeks.
The captain always goes to the point of how the Egyptian security, just like America, it has welfare system,
And retirement, healthcare,
you have pension, you know, you got your 401k. And a lot of Jakes be having their hands on all that shit. You know, Jake, we don't be having no retirement and all these things. You know, really the poorest of the people, for the most part, they have less dependence on the system than the super rich. What you have, you know, of course, welfare queens and things of that nature, they love this system.
It's popular now.
You know, it's popular, but for the most part, just going back to the point, in Egypt, they had that same mindset. If we stay in Egypt long enough, they might lay down the whip, you know, and if we're compliant, then just like when that Egyptian taskmaster put more work on Jake's workload, who did Jake blame? They blame Moses, man.
It was like,
nigga, Moses like, man, I didn't put more work on you. I'm trying to free your ass. They just got them trying to hold you.
We don't want to be free. We is free. We free.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And you know, all it takes is one Jake to goddamn start the sentiment on it. Take us back. And then you got niggas, yeah, man. I want to go back.
What the hell are you talking about? The promised land.
Promise to take my ass back. That's the only promise I want.
You know, Jake be roasted. That's why the Most High had to start killing them. You got that?
That's basically what we're going to be. Okay.
This is Numbers chapter 11. I'm going to start at 4. Verse 4. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting, and the children of Israel also wept again and said, who shall give us flesh to eat? We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely.
Some of that good Nile River carp.
The cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic.
I can taste it right
Hey,
now.
that was eating good. Hey,
that's the leeks from Egypt.
Then, you know, Apostle R always go into that scripture. You know, Jake was eating good. I mean, Jake don't eat cucumbers and onions and garlic. They don't take care of their diet like that. You know, they fighting over Popeye's chicken sandwich. Well, they did want the flesh, and now I could see what Moses and the Levites felt when they came down from when Moses came down from the mountain, and he gathered all the Levites took their sword and was slaughtering Jake because they rose up to play. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake, I mean, look how Jake treating Popeyes, man, fighting and killing one another to get that flesh. Those are the same niggas that what the brother reading right now in Numbers 11. Those the same people.
Keep going.
Nigga that died was probably the same nigga talking shit to Moses, man.
But now our soul is dried away, and there's nothing at all besides this manna before our eyes.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Besides the
There's
manna.
nothing at all besides this manna.
Nothing.
They're like,
Bruh.
you know how Jake, I'm sorry, one more thing. You know how you get when you be like, you want some McDonald's? And your mom say, we got McDonald's. We got McDonald's at the house. You know, and she make it a burger. That happened to me before too. Yeah. Or Jake can say, or Jake can go in there, you know, go in the kitchen, they don't do shit. You know, they go in the kitchen, it's rice. You got rice, you got salad in the refrigerator, but Jake looking for like pizza and shit.
When there's no vision, the people are destroyed.
Yep. So Jake just, you know, basically like, ain't nothing here but fucking a box of fucking minute rice and a salad and some beans in the cabinet and a can of beans. You know, they don't know how to hook nothing up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the spirit that they had all the way back in the wilderness.
Exactly. You got your mind.
I would have hooked that shit.
Here it is, you got your mind
What we
set
talking about
on
last
goddamn either center cut steak, you know, with asparagus and nice little butter, you know, but then you gotta go in the refrigerator and there's hot dogs and noodles and shit. That's how people was goddamn looking at coming out of Egypt. Man. Like, nah man, we want to go back and eat the good delectables, man, of Egypt. Fuck this manna. You know, this is bare minimum shit here. Go
Right.
ahead.
You know, Jake was spitting out on this shit, man.
Oh, they said it tastes. They said it tastes like he ain't like that, man. You know, all we got is ramen noodles.
Go ahead.
This is verse 7, and the manna was as coriander seed, and the color thereof as the color of bdellium. And the people went out about and gathered it, and ground it in mills,
We get the point.
or beat it in a mortar,
God damn.
and baked it in pans, and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it. And heard the people wept throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent.
God damn. Hey, man. Jake ain't shit.
And the anger of the Lord was kindled greatly.
Yeah.
Moses also was
As it
displeased.
should have.
It should. Right. Right.
Hold on, read that verse again.
Then Moses heard the people weeping throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent. And the anger of the Lord was kindled greatly.
And they was basically talking shit about what the Lord gave them. Man, the Most High was ready to, man.
Man, Raw wouldn't have had us
Man.
out here like this.
Right. Pharaoh, man, Pharaoh
Jake
would
ain't
never
shit,
have us
man.
out here, boy. Jake ain't shit. Well, so they complain about their families in the house. Man, you know how Jake families get, black families get, man. Hispanic families get, man. They be talking all kind of shit.
See, Jake wants. I don't know if brothers remember the movie Shazam back in the day with
Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
When he had all them fucking goodies and junk food. That's what Jake
Oh
wants,
yeah.
man.
Uh-huh.
A whole piece of
He
goddamn
made
fall
what was it, Twixes and shit? Just falling
Twix,
from the sky?
Skittles, goddamn
Yeah.
Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
You know? That's how you know, and like we said, we reading all these to show the level of dependence and the level of foolishness our people are. People didn't just start being dumbasses when they got
People
here.
have never been.
They always been, you know, fucktards, man. Going all the way to West Africa, prior to West Africa, in Israel. You know, they always, how would the saying go? They weren't appreciative, man.
Right.
It don't matter how much you bend your back, you're ungrateful. You could bend your back sideways. You could, look at Moses. Look how much he had to go through in order to even free Israel.
It was their fault Moses didn't make it to the kingdom, really.
Yeah. It was their fault. He had to strike the rock.
He got frustrated.
Yeah,
and he lost his wits.
he got frustrated.
That was the reason why Aaron built the golden calf.
Yep.
Right. He got his whole line cursed.
Right. Yep.
Jake, that's why we say a nigga is your downfall, man. You are your worst enemy because you got the nigga inside of you, of course, that's trying to pull out, and your people, man.
That's right.
That's why you gotta always be in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shaka. This is the purest thing that we have on this planet Earth, man.
That's right, brother.
Anything outside of that is tainted.
Yeah. And it says that the Lord anger was kindled, man. And our people wonder why the Lord has removed himself from us, man. And we don't know who the hell we are. And we're under Esau Edom in this captivity. All right. And we've been looked at as nothing. You know, proverbs and bywords Hey man, because our people really ain't shit, man. Going back to our forefathers, man. We been goddamn shining our hand at the Lord, man. Been breaking the law, statutes, and commandments that he put down here for us. This ain't nothing new.
Yeah, faggots ain't a new thing, man.
Right. Ain't nothing new up under the sun, man. The same shit that Israel is doing right now, they were doing back in those days. And the Lord is that much upset with them. And right to the point to where he's gonna bring back he's not gonna be removed no more, man. He's gonna make his name known. He's gonna make his power known, man. And how's he gonna do that? Through a lot of killing, a lot of destruction, a lot of hungry people, you know, a lot of sick people, man. That's how the Lord is gonna make his presence known. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 30:3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Yeah, confusion, man. We're in the land of confusion, man. Right here in America. All right? And but you people are solely dependent on America to everyone's needs, man. But that goes back to the curses that we put that we're under. If you can grab it, you know what I mean? I believe you.
Oh, so you coming through the night. So,
because hey, the Lord is upset and he's angry with us, man. That's why we're in the state that we are. Just because the Lord hates our guts, man. Look at what we've done and showed our ass, you know, so to speak, to the Lord, man.
Just turn on that.
This is Ezekiel chapter 2.
I ain't get up to about
verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that had rebelled against me. They and their fathers has transgressed against me, even unto this day. They are imputed children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus said the Lord power.
Yeah, and our people acting that way is nothing new, man. As we just read the numbers, our people been murmuring against the Lord, talking shit, not being satisfied, you know, breaking the law, statutes, and commandments.
I mean, you gotta work. I mean,
hey, because there's nothing new, man. Our people been going off, man, for millenniums, man. All right, and you guys don't think that the Lord is fed up? You think that when the Lord's come back, it's all gonna be good? He gonna come back and dap you up and goddamn bring you upon the chariot? It's not gonna be like that, man. You know, popular contrary to popular belief, man. You people have been fed lies, all right? You people have been put in a state of deep sleep, man, through eat, okay? All right.
I got a definition of impudent. It says impudent, not showing due respect for a person, cocky, bold, disrespectful, rude, or sassy.
That is Israel.
Sassy.
Hey,
God damn it.
It should be
That's Israel.
Of a nigga right next to that definition.
It should be.
Look it up.
It should be. You know, like them just for me boxes with the little black girl on there.
Fucking
it should
barber
be
chart.
one of them pictures. Yeah. A barber poster.
A barber chart of niggas' faces just.
A barber haircut poster with a nigga right there next to the definition,
right,
man.
With the big ass word imputed.
Right
at the top of it.
Imputed faded in the side of his goddamn temple, man.
Yeah.
On the forehead, like.
Yeah, because what it says, sass. Yes. You know, when you deal with like somebody that has sass, man, you like, man, get this person the fuck away from me, man.
Yeah, man, you don't want to deal with them, man.
Because it's levels to like stubbornness.
That's that Raven Simone on the Cosby shit, man.
Yeah, like giving you a lip. You know, not only is you an asshole, but you actually show your body language showing you just don't give a hell. And that's Jake, man. Jake don't give a mother F. And they were showing it back in the ancient world. Two men that was their leaders. They were established leaders, divinely anointed from the Heavenly Father.
They saw the miracles. We ain't never seen.
Jake was like, man, fuck that, man. Kind of stuff. You know, they had the record showed that those men were patenting and proving to lead, man. Yep. From the works that they had, the miracles. The Most High was with them. Yep. Like the Most High was literally with them. Moses came down shining. Oh, and it's heavy. It tells you that in Hebrews, how that veil that Moses had to put on his face was the veil that separated the Most High from. That's really where that
veil was symbolic.
In the holy, in the temple, right?
In the temple,
holy,
showing
holy.
Jake wasn't holy enough to enter into the veil due to their rebellious.
Well, ain't none of us, we follow men, and ain't none of us ever seen the face of the Lord. But here it is, you got Moses right here, shining, came back with laws, like, you know, just imagine all of this, plaques and, the chariot above us, they rain food, we just walked through the what was it, the Goshen,
go for Akbar.
Yeah, we just walked through that waterway, dry, bro. Niggas just gotta die.
Niggas close.
You know, niggas need the ultimate ass whooping ever, man.
They do.
The Lord just gonna spiritually grab them by the collar of their shirt and just wail the fuck out of them, man. Until some of them die.
Yeah, that's it.
Or get the truth.
Same time, know them
until they get the truth.
Hey, that's exactly what you gotta have.
Niggas just need their ass.
Because
they need a millennial ass.
Here it is. You done seen all that. You still talking shit. You still don't think that the Lord is dealing with you. To a certain extent, man. Like, what does the Lord have to do to make our people wake up? Put their ass to death. That's it. Way they got it.
Oh, 2 Ezra, the 9th chapter.
Go ahead and read that.
Verse 18.
4:18. It's like 1 and 19. Yeah, 1 and 19. Well, you probably started.
This is Baruch chapter 1, verse 19. Verse 18. So disobeying him and have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power to walk in the commandments that he gave us openly, since the day that the Lord brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt.
Yeah, so we've been going off ever since then. All right. Here it is, Moses is on Mount Sinai gathering up the tablet, with the commandments on it. And you got our people giving that gold, the earrings and things of that nature, to fucking put a calf together, man. Our people are fucking impatient because they hadn't seen Moses in 40 days. They 10 days. Niggas want to put some shit together. That's just how Jake is, man. Moses done got the hell on, man.
They thought he died or something. Yeah. Like, is he dead up there?
Go ahead and put this calf together and worship it as our Lord, because obviously Moses was bullshit.
Right. Basically, that's what basically what they thought.
And I think the goal that they got, the Lord commanded in Egypt for them to spoil the Egyptians. I think that's Exodus.
They gave it to them so they could leave.
And they took the jewels that the Lord told, and that the gold it had value to it, but Jake took their precious stones and their precious ornaments to make a goddamn idol, man.
Make an idol.
That's all they knew. That's all they knew, though.
Selling shit. Or get some goods for it or something. But Jake wanted to do the ultimate slap in the Lord's face and make an idol out of it, man.
And look at this world today, man. It still revolves in that same Egyptian, Babylonian mentality. That's how we know the words of the Most High to be faithful and true. Because we could read these scriptures and we be like, come on, man, this is niggas now.
Right.
I'm reading. I see niggas now, and I read about them in the ancient world. You see the hand-to-hand mentality. Yeah. How stubborn Jake was, how hard it was to deal with Jake, the level of refusing, the level of loving the oppressor's kingdom, like in Egypt. Not in Egypt, like in Greece. When you read it in Maccabees about the exercising location, the gems and the gods that they worship, Jake was all in that. Those celebrations, it ain't like Jake like, man, fuck Bacchanalia, man. Nah, they was in the midst of it. They was outdoing a lot of those Romans and Greeks. The records don't, it ain't gonna say that in the scriptures a lot of times. All right, Jake was outdoing the
go to the history.
But it says that they exceed the ways of the wicked. Christmas, Saturnalia, those worshiping of those gods. You had Jakes that were prominent in those times, and they took their money and they took their resources and they paid homage to those Roman and Greek deities also. You gotta go.
Yeah. That's what Israel do.
Since the day the Lord brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt, until this present day, we have been disobedient unto the Lord our power, and we have been negligent and not hearing his voice.
Yeah, negligent. Just not giving a fuck, man. Even from the time of Egypt until this day, like the scripture said, our people are still showing their ass and giving the Lord their ass to kiss, man. All right? Even to this day, man. And you think the Lord is not upset with our people? You know? Go ahead, reread that verse.
Since the day the Lord brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt until this present day, we have been disobedient unto the Lord our power. We have been negligent in not hearing his voice.
That's right. And putting the Most High aside and neglecting it. You know, just like you got a goddamn dog out in the yard you ain't tend to and forever. He mange, he goddamn hungry. You just neglect the hell out the dog. You know, that's how people have been towards the Lord.
Man, animal neglectfulness is some of the worst shit you can see. You watch those, I don't know if they still show it now.
Like ASPCA.
Yeah, they be going to certain houses that be having like you said, neglected dogs or neglected cats. Like, damn, I'm surprised he's still alive.
Exactly.
Like you said, eyes might have all kind of pus. It might have as far as worms and maggots.
The chain be embedded in his neck.
The chain be so tightly wrapped around the neck, it's damn near infused inside of the neck, man.
So, the state of neglecting something is a very careless thing to do, man. That's just like you just don't give a fuck about it. You letting the dogs in the backyard and just fucking perish. You know, that's how the people have neglected the Lord, man. They do not consider, all right? And you think the Lord is not fed up with it? The Lord is a jealous power. He's not one to be neglected. Anybody of a level of jealousy, you neglect their ass and see what the hell they do. They'll put your ass to death.
Shit, neglect your woman and see that she don't jump on another ride.
Exactly. Go ahead and do that shit. All right. But yet, and still, the Lord still is dealing with our people, man, to the point to where we're going to be the next rulers of this world, man. Once Esau be taken out of rulership, and our people are exalted, as it tells you in 2nd Esdras, that Esau is the enemy of the world, and Jacob is the beginning and follower.
Jeremiah 3 is a good chapter to go into. If you could read that too, when you go into the neglect, this is exactly what you were just now saying.
Jeremiah 3rd chapter.
Yeah.
And then finish that off, Baba Kushan.
It says, wherefore the evils cleave unto us, and the curse which the Lord appointed by Moses, his servant, at the time that he brought our fathers out of the land of Egypt, to give us a land that floweth with milk and honey, like as it is to see this day.
Yeah, our people were promised the land flowing with milk and honey, you know, but they couldn't see that far ahead because they got no stomachs with growling.
That's right.
Know? They wanted to go back to fucking Egypt instead of looking forward to what the Lord had in store for them, man, to set them in their own land, take them out of their captivity, where they would have to look to Egypt for want of everything, like our people are doing now to Esau, Egypt. Okay, they couldn't see that far ahead, man, down the line. Our people are so impatient that it don't make goddamn sense.
And that's a complex, that's a mental illness that a person will possess when they're in captivity for so long. They call that, in today's time, institutionalism.
Yeah.
You know, or Stockholm Syndrome. It's a lot of different complexes that somebody can obtain after being in a low position for so long.
Yep. Learn helplessness.
Learn helplessness. That's a good one. You know, brothers, which me and this brother was going into a while back. It showed the elephant on a leash, and he had to. He would be trained to be in a short distance from the owner for so long that even when you take the leash off, he doesn't want to run away.
Yeah, horses.
Certain dogs like that. Certain dogs like that.
Right.
I've seen dogs do that.
Horses be the big ass animal that little leash walking right next to you.
You don't even need it.
Verse 21, nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power, according unto all the words of the prophets whom he sent unto us.
Right.
But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart.
Yeah, and our people do that today too, man. All right, I gave an example of them following their own wicked heart by putting that golden calf together, man, while Moses was on Mount Sinai. You know, how do our people follow their own wickedness right now? Saying that the Lord knows their heart and that they can do what the hell they want to do. You know, making excuses for not wanting to uphold the law of the only live once. You know, things of that nature. Being acceptable to faggots. you know, and thinking that, you know, the Lord is still pleased with them. Nah, man, that ain't how the Lord works.
I was just saying, thinking about it like you spoke about Moses on top of Mount Sinai, more than likely he had to climb that mountain, man.
Right.
You know, mountain climbing is not an easy task to do. I mean, I don't know the exact, what they call when dealing with mountains. The height, it's another word they use.
Altitude.
The altitude, I don't know the altitude personally of Mount Sinai, but I'm pretty sure it was you know, it was a
stone mountain.
Yeah, it wasn't no fucking stone mountain. You know, he had to, you know, you watch these certain mountain climbers that be climbing without a harness.
Leonidas, when he climbed to those oracles.
Yeah, that's how Moses was, you know? It was a job. It took a lot of energy. It took a lot of time for him to actually even receive those plaques and interface with the Heavenly Father. But Jake was in the background still rushing Moses, man. Like, this nigga taking too long, man.
Been back by now.
Man, it's been over.
Like, damn,
man,
bro.
we went through a new moon.
Right. And it ain't like they had, you know, certain vehicles that we got now, helicopters, you know, things of that nature.
Unless he got beamed up, but
Right.
you know, we could have got.
beamed up.
Yeah, we could have got. Yeah,
Right.
got beamed up.
Man, fuck
And
that.
got
What
beamed
Moses
down.
at? Y'all got the earrings ready? Let's go and goddamn build his cab.
The nigga said that shit 6 hours later.
Right. But Moses
Right.
back.
He wouldn't even go and have.
Follow the imagination of his own wicked heart, to serve strange gods, and to do evil in the sight of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all power.
Our people want to do and follow the own wickedness of their heart because to do the right thing is too grievous to them. You know, doing things according to their own wicked heart is very easy for them to do, and it's more comfortable to them. You know, serving the Lord and being a man of righteousness is a state of being uncomfortable. All right, that Jake don't want to go through the trenches, man. You know, they don't want to run the marathon. They want to take a goddamn taxi to the end or the finish line and hop out. You know, that's Jake, man. Yeah, cut across the field, take shortcuts, put his twin brother at the other end of the line and shit while he go home. And it's Jake, man. Jake don't want to go through shit, but want to reap the benefits and the rewards, man. You know, that's the spirit of Esau and these other heathens, man. That's why they try to be joined unto our blessing. You know, but it ain't for you guys, man. You had it in Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 3:12. Go and proclaim these words towards the north, and say, "Return, thou backsliding Israel," saith the Lord.
First one was the man point out. Yeah.
Jeremiah 3:1. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not the land be greatly polluted?
Yeah.
But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord.
And that's the main mentality of mainly all Jake. If you got a woman and y'all been intimate, y'all been you know, kicking it off for a number of years, and she just leave you for some thug nigga and he been ramming her out. You know, you didn't even go to prison or anything like that. You know, she just bounced. And then she try to return, you gonna be like, man, I don't want you, bitch. You know, that's gonna be your mentality. Like, man, you don't let, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry run through you. It's like you damaged good, especially if you want to, like, you know, you might have took the woman's virginity. You know, depending on the level of you know, because Jake cherishes good. Jake loves women and things of that nature. You know, the level of investment you put towards the woman. And, you know, Jake be putting covenants with women. You know, she'll say that she'll never cheat on you. You say you never, like this nigga.
They ain't got no job. He play the game all day.
But that's what they want. They want something they never had.
It's a Popeyes nigga.
Right. At least you go into a nigga with a little bit of money.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that.
This nigga ain't shit.
This nigga lower than me.
But that's why the Lord said that has played the harlot. That's how the Lord looks at us.
Right.
Yep.
Going after these guys of the other nations. Edom, like the Edomite. You had the king
Amaziah.
Amaziah, he killed off the Edom 10,000 Edomites.
Threw them off the cliff.
And they're worshiping their
And they was
God.
just saying, they put their God up though.
Like, bro, through your power, you was able to take them down. That's why the Lord hot,
I say,
man.
obviously, they power ain't worth shit. He just let you slew their ass, but you gonna got them worship them. Like, come on, man. Our people simple as hell.
I got a precept for you.
That was it on there?
It's a little bit more.
The high places.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that was really that. What he said, return unto me, saith the Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, that was really the main point. If it was something that you was trying to go through,
12.
Yeah, it was something you was trying to read on there too. Since we already in 3, but that's the main one. I had one.
Yeah, I was reading 12 earlier.
Okay.
I just started 12. Go and proclaim these words towards the north, and say, return thou backsliding Israel, saith the Lord, and I will not cause my anger to fall upon you, for I am merciful, saith the Lord, and I will not keep anger forever. And that's what we telling Jake out here, man, to turn away from these different idols, man. You know, the many too is Christianity and Islam, man. You can't get a nigga take that goddamn kufi off his head, man. Get that chain, get that Jesus piece off his neck.
Take white Jesus out the diner.
Yeah, take white Jesus. I'm trying to brainwash him and get that bullshit out of your head, man. Because Jesus ain't coming to save anybody, man. And then you bird-brain Hispanics, man. You know?
Especially anointed.
I was thinking the same.
Oh,
Hey, let them alone, man.
there ain't no need even going now.
We're
gonna need another
you don't
6
even
hours
speak
to
enough
count.
Spanish so you would convert them.
Yeah.
We don't even speak their language. You can't even convert them.
And it's like Abba Baza did a lesson on how much ass beatings you gonna take, you so-called Mexicans gonna take from the Lord, man. You know, here it is, you in detention centers, you at the border getting your ass beaten. I mean, how many times you gonna realize that the Lord is crying out to you through his prophets, but because of your disobedience, you and your children separated from him, man.
Well, you know, asses could take a lot of beatings.
Yeah.
That's why they're.
Well, it's stubborn, yeah.
When you watch Mexican boxers, man, they take a beating.
They take a beating.
It's hard to take
Mexican workers.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
And they don't complain. Like you be on the job and you might be talking shit. They ain't hearing that shit.
I've never heard a Mexican talk shit on the job.
They don't talk shit.
It's good. It's good job.
They pay good.
They don't complain.
They don't say nothing bad about the
Them young ones kind of do now because they've been here for a while.
Well, yeah, like Israel is likened unto a woman, the wife of the Lord. Our people are off, man. But I got a precept. I'm gonna read a few verses. You can break it down, brother. This is Hosea 4:11, and I'm gonna read down. It says, "Whoredom and wine and new wine take away the heart."
Damn.
I'll read it again. It's Hosea 4:11. It says, "Whoredom and wine and new wine take away the heart. My people ask at their stocks, and their staff declare unto them, for the spirit of whoredoms have caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring from under their power. They sacrifice upon the tops of the mountains."
What they say, you can't turn a whore into a housewife. And the Lord's still trying to take us home.
Right.
You know, we all in foreign territory like these streetwalkers. We spiritual streetwalkers as a nation. Jake be all in alleys and freaking off with all kind of weirdos and stuff. Like whores, they have sex with some of the weirdest.
Man, with anybody.
Yeah. You like, damn, you fucking that?
God damn, bitch. How much did he
surprised
make?
what women what type of men women let climb up in them.
Oh, man.
She might be looking like an Instagram model. She don't let some of the dirtiest, grimy looking niggas. Old men. Some women, they be having men 80 years old.
Man, one of my favorite vixens, man. I fell out of love with her when bitch, somebody was exposing her, talking about she was letting men drop a deuce on her, man. I was like, man, I don't even lust after this bitch no more, man. But that's the reality.
Y'all say that's reality. That's our people, man. You know, going after these, hoarding after these other guys, man. These kids holding on the post, man.
Dropping number
Even to the point where our people believe in Satanism, man.
Yep.
They'll believe in goddamn, what's that shit? Egyptology.
The black woman's God.
Yeah, the black woman's idol.
How the hell you lose the polite lost God?
It's just so
How you
much
lose God,
that
bro?
our people dabble into, you know,
She has a reason
that is
God
not
did that?
according to Yahweh
Shit, nigga,
That's
you
not
lost God,
even,
nigga?
you know, their power, man. All right? But like the brother said, the Lord is steady dealing with Israel on the level into which he wants them to come back, man, and give reverence into their power and leave these, stop going hoarding after these outside deities, man. All right?
Keep going. It says I'm gonna read started the verse again. It says they sacrifice upon the tops of mountains and burn incense upon the hills and under oaks and pollers and elms, because the shadows thereof is good. Therefore your daughters shall commit whoredom and your spouses shall commit adultery. Verse 14 is the point, and it says, I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery, for themselves are separated with whores, and their sacrifices with harlots. Therefore, the people that doth not understand shall fall. So that's why we have to deal with, we got to deal with our women, because spiritually, well, in the physical, we're viewing exactly what we did to the Lord.
Yep.
Like we went a horn, going to other powers and sacrifice unto idols. And we went a horn to the Lord. So the Lord said, well, what did he say? He was going to make our wives whores. Yep. Make our daughters harlots.
Yeah. Amos 7.
Amos, read what you saw.
That brother get ready to come.
Anyway, they learned it through men.
Yeah, we slutting them out in middle school.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That's all.
Through the spirit of power, Yahweh by Shem outside, you know, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm another brother step in and blaze in the spirit.
Good. Y'all still
continue the spiritual things, and you get Isaiah 35:3.
Because we kept moving, we would have been down there, but damn pillow.
And what's going on right now, because we just had Trump come out yesterday, is this voting system, man. You go to the word vote, it's a vow and wish when it comes to a God. You know, so that's you showing, that's your action showing that you have faith in these men. You know, the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, you know, and they're going to fail you. You're going to get put to shame. You're going to be confounded. You're going to be confused. You know, you heard that from the men of the Lord. You heard that from the prophets. All right? Yeah, Isaiah 35:3 real quick.
Isaiah 35:3. Strengthen ye the weak hands.
Get Deuteronomy
firm
17
the feet, the feeble knees.
Right, y'all the feeble knees right now. Y'all weak as hell. Our nation is weak as a whole. The nation of Israel, Yasha'Allah. We really prince of the power, really rich. Why does the scripture speak about us being rich? Because we're rich in faith, you know?
Verse 4, say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not, behold, your power will come with vengeance.
That's what we telling you right now, that's preaching of peace. We telling you, man, hey, you can be delivered, man. You know, you can still repent. You can still be saved, you know? We preaching liberty to the captives. We still in slavery right now. You know, this is not our rest, you know? You keep going out.
Even the Most High, with a recompense, he will come and save you. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped.
Yeah, y'all blind and deaf right now. Y'all disobedient, rebellious. We waking you up. We trying to turn that light on. You know, we telling, hey, he can really come save you. What better news is that, man? You can be delivered to everlasting life. You know, you get that Jeremiah 13:16.
Yeah, people gotta know that they need to be saved.
Yeah.
They don't know they need to be saved.
Right.
You know? That's why you gotta tell them what's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
The bad things that's coming. So they'll want to be like, oh no, I don't want that to happen to me.
Exactly.
What do I need to do?
Through the tell of the Lord, we're swaying in. We say that these prophets are going to come to pass. Darkness coming. You know, and you still don't want to listen. You still don't want to be delivered. You don't have a care in the world. You know. You have that little taste of 4:16 real quick. Jeremiah 13:16.
This is Jeremiah 13, verse 16. Give glory to the Lord, Yahweh, your power, before he calls darkness.
Hey, that's what we telling you. Repent. Right now, give glory to the one true power. There's only one true power, man, before he calls darkness on your ass. And how he's going to do that? Through these deadly diseases, through the swords with Esau, and with you niggas. You know, you niggas out there going to be, y'all going to cause a lot of hell out here too, man. You know, on yourselves. You know? You start over.
This is Jeremiah 13, verse 16. Give glory to the Lord Yahweh, your power, before he calls darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains, and while ye look for light, he turned it into the shadow of death.
If I can say something too, that's spiritual and literal, you know, because they was actually even talking about that California blackout, and also, you know, as preppers and you know, analysts, alternative analysts expect, you know, people from like either websites like the End of the American Dream, Blacklisted News, certain people, Rents. Yeah. They'll go into the End of America and they'll speak about how EMP strike is inevitable. You know,
the grid. Yeah.
And the grid shut down. It's basically going to be extreme darkness. Now that was one of the plagues that actually hit Egypt. And in the midst of that darkness, people are going to have no understanding. Because even though we might be in the midst of darkness, we're going to still have the light. Because we have the understanding of what's going on. But Jake gonna be in the darkness, and they're gonna be dark. You know, they're not gonna know what's going on as far as the government. They're not gonna know where to go to, who to turn to, who's friend from enemy. You know, they're gonna trust the individuals, and they're gonna be actually brought to certain internment camps, and they're either gonna be tortured or put or chipped.
Yep. So
and some of these internment camps that might seem like internment camps might be what they call Well, basically fake internment camps. It might not even be an internment camp. It might just be like, look like a center that's, that's created by the government, and they let niggas in and they actually harvest bodies, man. They do that you'll see certain shows, they'll actually show that shit. It might be a building this goddamn big and it's a representative. He look like he might be part of the Bush family, man. Goddamn, look like he's 20 years old with a suit and tie, giving you the presentation, walking you around and theming you in, just to goddamn keep your ass captive, man.
Yeah, it's all a facade, man. That's what this golden cup is, man. It's Babylon the Great. It's gonna fool you. That's why you don't trust your enemy. You don't trust in this system. Isaiah chapter 30. If my brother wanted to get it, you're gonna be confused with your trust in Egypt. Putting your trust in this entire system. Yeah, appreciate you wanting that.
I got something real quick for you. This is Judges 10 verse. This is Judges 10 verse 11. And the Lord Yahweh said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians and from the Amorites, from the children of Ammon and from the Philistines? Verse 12.
Right, he delivered us from all these these heathen nations. As the Lord looking at like, man, look what all I did for you you still going off. That's like when brother speak about you get all this investment in this woman and she go just trick off out of nowhere. You like, damn, what the hell? You gotta be out of your mind, bro. That's how the Lord looking at us. He like, damn, see how it feel? That's his message to us right now.
Verse 12, the Zidonians also, and the Amalekites, and the Maonites did oppress you, and ye cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand. Yet ye have forsaken me, and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Verse 14, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Right, man. Let these false idols deliver you in your time of tribulation. The time you crying out. The time you struggling like hell, man. And these damn presidents, you Barack Obama, you Trumps, these false idols, man. You get that Sirach 2 and 10. Because the Lord not believe us confounded. Our work is not going in vain right now. Our faith is definitely not going in vain, man. Because we're saved by hope. That's pertaining to Romans 8:24. You have something to it?
Yeah, I got you.
You can bring it out. What you can bring it out?
It's Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That walk to go down to Egypt, they have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Right, so trusting you want some damn reparations. You taking all the counsel, you trying to do all these things except turn to the Lord, except listen to the prophets. Man, we gotta do our communities, man. We gotta come on, we gotta come together, black.
You gotta make Goshen. You gotta make Goshen in America.
You already tried that, man. Did you see Black Wall Street, bro?
Invest in the education. Jake trying to get so-called African American textbooks, more African American based textbooks in the school system, setting up institutions in college to teach more black upliftment, man.
Africana studies.
Yeah,
Africana.
The highest form of black upliftment is trying to get the hell out the grasp of the oppressor, man. You ain't never gonna be high. You'll never grow under oppressor because he's gonna always push you down. You look at these so-called Jakes, which they think this is a milestone in Atlanta. That what's this guy? Tyler Perry.
Oh yeah.
Created that movie studio on top of Confederate territory. That's the layout. When you go into the backdrop of the history, basically he created the Tyler Perry Studios on top of an area where the Confederates actually built on top of. So
yeah, Jake was in slavery over there too.
That's why he chose that location. So they think that's a divine thing, and they think that's a step forward.
I mean, it's good.
Jake do that. They try to push forward.
The zeal.
You understand the zeal. You understand the inspiration behind it. But at the end of the day, that's not the cap off, so to speak.
Right,
the cap off is getting out of this captivity.
That's right.
And putting these white people underneath our foot.
Yeah.
Right. Putting them in that zone, man. What do you know?
Niggas want to do that to make nigga movies
right
likable or close relatable to white people's movies and shit. Fuck all that. We don't want it ain't gonna be no devil movies in the kingdom, man.
No.
If anything, we gonna put them in sets
and make
Have a
them do shit
reenact.
from us for us to laugh at their ass.
Right.
And it's gonna be free and it's gonna be torturous, but it ain't gonna be none of that. This bullshit is going on now. Niggas want equality, man.
Right.
That's why even when you, you know, like you say, like what you're not saying, it's alright, you know, that you try, you know, Jake try to push for that, you know, certain things for black, so-called black upliftment, black or Latino upliftment. But at the end of the day, when you go into these guys' catalogs, they be full of fuckery, man.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry, his movies are centered around women worship and bashing black men. Every time it's a black man in the movie, he just an ain't shit nigga that basically looks down upon women.
Right, I got hot grits on.
Yeah, hot grits. So you know, he just a grimy nigga.
A woman beater.
A woman beater.
Or he's a simp.
Yeah,
Either he's a woman beater or a simp.
Right.
Or he's a gangster, a thug.
That beats women.
All in one.
He's a thug
Of America, basically, man.
or a simp.
John, I'm gonna reread it.
Such a
Isaiah
trap.
30 and 2.
He said what?
That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Because it's darkness, all right? Because what? Look at our people today. You guys trust in the shadow of Egypt. You go to that word Egypt, right? You go into Exodus 20 and 2. It says it's the house of bondage, right? We got to trust in that darkness of Egypt. Right? Because today, spiritually, it's America, all right? We got to trust in the what people like to slay dope, like these roll up, things of that nature. What you got? Sex trafficking out here, right? And you guys uplift that vibration because what? You get pleasure out of it, right? You get money out of it. You go to the so-called white man for more ammunition, guns, you know, any different goods. So you guys trust in that shadow of Egypt, man. Therefore, here it is, we bringing you light. And eventually, hey, the brightness of his coming is going to destroy you. Okay?
And you get that. You get that.
This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 2 verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded.
In the scriptures, there's plenty of accounts where men deliver when they call the name of the Lord. Look at Daniel when he's in the lion's den. You know, they put their trust in the in the Lord, man. That's the true path to go down, man. You know, he didn't beg down to the king of Baal. You know, he didn't do that. He had faith in the Lord. You're gonna get delivered. He's gonna do many miracles in that day. We just gotta have the faith. It's gonna happen. He's not gonna have us out here playing for this message, warning the people, and for us to get put to death right in front of their faces, man. You know, it ain't gonna go down like that, man. He's not gonna leave us, man, confounded. You read that again.
Okay, this is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 2 verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Hey, that's a comforting scripture. We're gonna be comfortable because what we fear Yahweh Shem Shah. You know, we're not gonna be confounded. He's not gonna leave us confounded before these niggas, man. You know, he's not gonna do it like that. That's like putting him to shame. You know, and he's not gonna allow that.
No, not everybody. Everybody.
This lamentation of 16, the anger of the Lord has divided them. You will no more regard them. They respected not the persons of the priests. They favored not the elders. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. And our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Right, this is what these people do, man. They're watching for a nation that cannot. You really support a nation that can't save you, bro. You know, in this entire system. America is not going to save you, man. People think this land is not going to get touched. You know, this place is not going to save you, bro. You get Ezekiel 38.
But you mentioned the whole voting system, man.
Hakeem and them, ain't that on no level. It's levels.
If you ain't voting, you're part of the problem.
Oh,
You can do that right now, man. You just voting to get your neighborhood gentrified, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get pushed out, you get thrown into the suburbs and pay more higher rent. That's what you're voting for, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, "You're not voting. You're part of the problem, man. We gotta do something. We gotta put our face on that." That ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, because Trump just said yesterday, I want to invest more into black communities. Man, that's really just saying I'm about to gentrify y'all shit. You know, I'm about to get y'all up out of there, man. And that's what he's doing. You can see it in different parts of Atlanta, man. It used to be the hood. That shit
Old Tech, well, it ain't, you know, the best looking plot,
Right,
but
but it's better.
shit, when you see
Yeah,
how this shit was,
Yeah, and it happens. He does that by raising the rent. I've been victim. We got evicted. You know, you just raise it up $400, $500. You know, Jay can afford that shit, man. You know, you do that out of nowhere. That's justification. Right for our eyes.
Because they'll take the money that's generated. You know, it's that's why it's good to look into politics to see how things is move, how money moves around. Because the people that make money in these different residences, whether it's neighborhoods or condos, these different building complexes, all that is going towards state funding. You know, whoever is actually owning these things, they got to pay a certain margin, and all these different percentages add up. You know, it's still all being in circulation, taxes and things of that nature. You know, whether it's to amplify certain parts of, because like I said, it all deals with budgets and it all deals with money and things.
It's all about the money.
And really to keep Esau pockets.
Yeah, that's all it is. You read that limitation again.
They think they losing money by keeping it the same, so they raise it up.
John, this is Lamentations 4 and verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help, and our watching, we have watched for a nation that cannot save us.
Right, it's vain help, man. It's empty. It's not going to prosper at the end of the day. You know, all those false guys, those false idols that you seek, just want them to put money in your communities. These NBA basketball, the NFL players and shit. It's vain help. That's not going to deliver you, man. That's not going to deliver you from martial law. That's not going to deliver you from these missiles that's about to be shot over here. These things, it's not going to help, man.
Come, this is verse 18. It says, they hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Oh yeah, hey, that's what the brother was going into. Because it's going to come to a point of time where Israel's going to be like, well damn, it's too late now. I ain't invested in this business. Alright, I done built that old big house with the white picket fence. I done plans to the flag. I done worked hard for America, but damn, it's too late. Alright? Now I need a chip. Alright? Now I need to get some points on that chip. Alright? I need to provide for my family now. Now here it is, my family in a concentration camp looking dumb as hell. And the Lord's correct the sky. Brother, the damn look on the schedule on face, man. Alright? Y'all want to have that fucking damn look on your face. The spirit's going to be fucking condemned, man. Yeah. It's going to be too late.
You get wrong. You got something?
This is Jeremiah 11, verse 11. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
See, you people about to get touched, man. They put that Jeremiah 11:11 in that movie. What was it? What's it? Get Out? What was it? Us. They put in Us, and people look right past it, man. You know, that's you all. He's gonna send that evil. He's gonna send it through those deadly diseases. Put the spirit of these animals, start murdering y'all ass, man. You know, your body's gonna be laid out in the streets. That's meditating upon terror. You know, these are things that we do not want to come across. You know, that's why we're doing these things now. That's why we came back to the Lord, man. You know, the one true power. You know, you read that one more time.
This is Jeremiah 11, verse 11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape.
And you're not going to be able to escape. A major thing you're not going to be able to escape is those missiles, man. You know, you think these nations, they prepared these instruments, these deadly instruments, you know, to destroy, but you don't think they're going to, not one missile going to touch down in America. Man, come on, man. Russia prepared, Iran's prepared, you know, Syria, you know, all these nations hate America, you know. And, you know, America has put on that facade, man. You know, it has finessed the entire world, including us, man. We've been finessed our entire lives, man. All right, but the joke is up.
And to be honest, we never really been we never been out of America. That's all we know is America.
Right.
Like how many of us actually toured outside of America and seen what's far and beyond, so to speak.
Right.
So that's all you know is when you make money. When Jake get a little bit of money, here it is, niggas be making $80,000, $90,000 a year, and they just want to stay in Atlanta and
and have a $100,000 car.
Or if they do go overseas, they'll just go to the resort. They don't actually deal within the actual confines of the country. Yeah, just go on the cruise and then talking about, I've been overseas, no, bitch, you been on a boat.
That's true.
You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Right. For 2 or 3 nights, and then you right back home at the airport again.
And then you don't speak the languages, so you can't really enjoy it, you know?
Yeah.
Because this place really stupid. When you deal with people that's, you know, deal with, I'll say, different nations, like in Africa, you might, you know, have to learn 3 or 4 languages. You know, you might have to interface with people in different parts of Africa or different parts in the bordering countries and things like that. This place, you know, the primary language, of course, is English, but most people don't know Spanish.
Most people barely spoke.
Barely
can speak English.
They call it broken English Ebonics.
It says, and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
And he's not gonna hearken unto you. He's not going to listen to you. He's not going to protect you. He's not going to come to you. Because what? You didn't follow any laws that you commanded. You didn't give a damn until you was about to be put to death. You know, you didn't give a damn, man. You know. You didn't believe why he wasn't here. You didn't believe why his messengers, his prophets, were telling you warning, was warning you from him, from the Son of Man, from Yahweh Shah, from our Savior. You know, our deliverer.
This is Jeremiah 30 verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail as a woman in travail. And all faces are turned into paleness.
Hey, we're going to be in great pain. You know, hey, Lord willing, not the men of the Lord. Yeah, Lord willing, we're a part of that number. You know, but men are going to be in a great pain, man. Once you take down the men out of the household, which is definitely happen through this agenda, especially in the curses, hey, the household falls, man. You know, once you see a man crying, the woman going to see a man dying off. You know, the virgins, what's that, 2 Ezra 6:30, let's get that real quick. Yeah, 2 Ezra 6:33. Yeah, man, it's about to be a lot of death out here, man. You know, we're saying it right now. It's going to be manifested. You know, we declaring it right now. It's going to manifest. Because what? Prophecy must come to pass. All right? And we must prophesy, man. You can put this on the Yeah, Luke.
This is Luke 6:25. Woe unto you that are poor, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep.
Yeah, woe unto you that are full, and you shall hunger. You know, out here trying to live your fakest life. You know, putting on a facade. You know, and it says, woe unto you that laugh now. You know, a lot of people, come and scoff at us, take us as a joke. You know, but you know, hey, he said, you shall weep. You're going to be crying like a little bitch. You know?
Yep, crying that bitterly.
Yeah, man.
Verse 26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. But I say unto you, which hear, love your enemies, you go to them with their hatred. I know that part. Speaking about the Bible.
Right, yeah.
Brother.
Not no damn little white man.
I know love Esau bullshit, right? Go preach that part. Esau's knocking at your door with guns and shit. They don't give a fuck about you. Nah, man, they gonna fucking shoot you.
Yeah, hey, never trust your enemy, man. We had some.
This is 2 Ezra 16, verse 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
Yeah, and that's what it's like when people was warning about Laura London. When this Huffman died, man, it's gonna be that times 100. You know, that's the new scripture, man. You know.
And if I can say too, a lot of these men gonna get drafted, man. Okay, a lot of them gonna go go over there to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh's Shaphat, in the Hebrew, which is Yahweh's judgment. Okay, a lot of men are gonna go over there to fight in this next world war. Okay, the battle of the war of Armageddon. Okay, and a lot of men are gonna get destroyed by the Lord Himself. Okay, because we know Yahweh Shah is gonna return
in the Middle East. Okay, and he's going to destroy the armies of the earth over there, man. Okay, then he's going to come over into America, which is Babylon the Great.
Yep.
Okay.
And that land must be destroyed. You get Ezekiel 38, verse 19. Because the fake Jews over there right now, man.
Yep.
Pretending to be us. You know, that shit has to get judged.
Pretending to be
You know?
Capping ass crackers.
Cap.
This is 2nd Ezra 16. Be destroyed, and their husband shall perish of famine.
Yeah. You know, one way to do that martial law. Do those race riots, man. Race wars going on. Pure violence throughout the streets. You know, the lights shut off. Hey, Jay lose their mind when lights go off one night. Man, it's gonna be permanent doing martial law, man. You know, you got to think upon these things and keep that fear, instill fear within you when Yahweh Shem shot. And people out here cannot say they didn't know. They can't say they didn't come across the prophets. They can't say they didn't hear this message. You know, hey, you're gonna be held accountable. You know, for your actions and for your thoughts.
I got a precept for you too, bro.
Come, you get that real quick.
This is Ezekiel 38 and verse 7. Be thou prepared. Okay. This is verse 19. For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel.
Hey, it's gonna be a great shaking in the land of Israel. Okay? Because the fake Jews are there. You know, don't think y'all not gonna be touched, man. Alright, just because y'all got these ownership of the banks, y'all this money, y'all that fake dancing over there, you know, can't even understand these scriptures. Y'all about to be judged heavily, man. You know? You get that.
Yeah, it's like it. This is Amos 1 and 6. And it says, thus saith the Yahweh Shem Yahushai, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Because they carried away captive the whole captive to deliver them unto Edom, but I will send a fire unto the wall of Gaza, which shall devour the palaces thereof.
Gaza Strip, man.
Yeah, the Gaza Strip.
Hey, the fire through those missiles, you know, you're gonna be flamed
Amalek
up,
getting
man.
burnt up.
Yeah.
Burnt up, man.
And it's always some type of war that's going on in that with the Levant, that Levant region, Syria, Turkey, Israel. You know, even dealing with the Saudis, Jordan, the Arabs, and things of that nature too. That's a hotbed, and it's gonna only intensify. So you hear all kind of pop-offs over here, of course. Look, it's minor things, you know, but over there, that's a heavy center of production. And it's gonna come to the point where more troops are gonna start being stationed there, and that's gonna be where the Valley of Armageddon or the Valley of Jehoshaphat is at, man.
They say it's scary to fly into the airport in Israel. Like the amount of terroristic attacks that happen in Israel, it's like fearful. You know, we don't deal with that here in America. So Israel gonna get fucked up.
As it is.
This is 2nd Ezra 4 and 28. But as concerning the things thereof, thou ask of me. I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Right, in this context, man, the angel was a Uriel, you know, breaking down the context to Ezra, you know, the prophet, you know, to helping to understand his visions, you know.
That which is sown be not turned upside down, and of the place where the evil is sown pass not away.
Right, so basically that's saying, you know, that place has to be destroyed before good can go into it. You know, that's definitely Yahweh Shaphat. You know, the land of Israel. You know, that it gotta be destroyed for us to go into that land, man. You gotta start all over, bro. Yep. You know.
And you Israelite niggas that's over there is gonna die too. Black Israelis.
Black.
This is Jeremiah 40 verse.
Hebrew Israelism. Black Israelism.
This is Jeremiah 50 verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that had taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he had purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
Hey, that's it, those Chaldeans, those Babylonians. He's gonna desolate that land. He's gonna empty it out through those nuclear missiles, you know? Alright? And I wonder, I'm gonna end that off here. Let another brother burn with the spear.
Okay, God. That's funny, man.
Okay, God.
I'm still. I'm just going to continue on to what the brother was speaking about, that destruction coming. Because like the brother was saying, before the elected Israel can go back into the land of Israel as promised to us, these wars and these things have to take place, okay? The war of Armageddon is prophesied in Revelation has to take place, okay? All right? The Heavenly Father, He's going to change the whole earth. Everything that you see in the earth right now, that's going to be wiped away. It's going to be done away with, okay? New lands are going to form. Certain lands are going to be destroyed. The earth itself is going to grow. All right? We look for new heavens and a new earth, spiritually and physically. Okay? Because this earth is polluted. Like it says in Isaiah, the earth is polluted under the inhabitants thereof.
That's it.
Right? Okay? So the earth has to be replenished, has to be refreshed. You have to get the nutrients and the minerals in the earth activated again. And the best way to activate anything like that is through a chemical reaction, which is through fire.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hey, that's heavy you said that, because just to add to what the priest was saying, I was watching Godzilla a couple of weeks back, and they were speaking about, you know, the radiation that, because when you watch actually the first edition of Godzilla, they speak about how Godzilla acted his body. And they were basically saying that, which they called them basically titans, that after the destruction that titans actually bring in those different parts of the earth, they actually replenish and it becomes better. Now,
animation.
Yeah, it triggers some type of animation, and she was saying that radiation actually, after the radiation takes away, so to speak, it actually helps activate. Now I was doing research because it was a question I always had was, after the missiles, what about the radiation? You know, it tells you in Revelation about the wormwood, which represents the waters being bitter. I was thinking, how long would actually radiation? Because radiation is a very deadly chemical that comes from nuclear missiles and things of that nature. You know, would that actually deform? Because you'll see videos of like people in Hiroshima, Nagasaki, or the Middle East, in the Eastern world, and you'll see them deformed and things of that nature. And I was wondering, would crops actually be mutated? Would actually fish or sea life actually be genetically altered due to that radiation poison? Now, which is possible, but there's actually certain positivities after the nuclear missiles. I was actually reading about, which I can pull up that article, Chernobyl.
Yeah,
Chernobyl.
Yeah, cause I was thinking about that.
It's basically a wonderland for animals now.
Yeah, they said they actually plant life is thriving.
Yeah.
So that shows you, not to be too long-winded, but that shows you that even after the missiles, that's going to actually even help the plant life. It's actually going to help the places that's going to be hit, which actually links up perfectly with the prophecy. But you got it, bro.
Well,
okay, I'll read the precept. This is you can bring out.
Okay, come. This is 2 Peter's 3, and I'll just go straight to the point. 2 Peter's 3 and 13, and it says, "Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, we look for new heavens and new earth." Yeah, okay, yeah. This is 2 Peter's 3 and 12, and it says, "Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which in the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." Right,
so the elements and the things that have been destroying this society, okay, because Esau and this pollution and all these byproducts of plastic and things, these are chemical elements that are destroying the earth. They got to be burnt up so the earth can return back to its natural state. And like I was saying, with fire, that chemical reaction, it brings everything back down to its molecular state. And what does the Heavenly Father do? He can manipulate the elements and bring things back together again. So that's what's going to happen with the nuclear fire. All right. Matter of fact, when you go into the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, the elemental structure of that land changed. Yeah. It used to be like cities and buildings and trees, but when he sent down the fire from heaven, it all changed. It's all like a dead salt land. He changed the chemical elements in that land into a wasteland.
Now you got the Dead Sea.
You know, right. The Dead Sea is basically salt with a little bit of water.
Yeah.
The salt and water
Heavy
ratio.
salt,
It got a heavy salt content.
Yep.
You know.
Verse 13. Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelt righteousness.
Right, and it's going to be righteous for the earth's trees and the animals and the air to be cleansed. Okay? Alright? It's going to be cleansed. The elements are going to... It's all good. But the elements is going to, be broken down, and then the Spirit of the Lord is going to have everything brought back to his fullness again. Okay? It's going to go from the land of Israel, when it's destroyed, it's going to go from this waste land where you got to import trees and grass into a place where it produces its own fruit, vegetables, and trees and animals, like in the Garden of Eden. That whole region, we got to think about it. Matter of fact, can we get Can we get Joel 3.
Joel 2 and 3. You talking
about where it's
Eden before?
No, it's a lot. Joel 2 and 20.
Joel 2 and 20?
Yeah, it's about the army going into the land that's barren and desolate.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Joel 2 and 3?
That's a precept I had also.
2 and 20?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Joel 2 and 20. But I will remove far off from you the northern army, and I will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea.
Right, and that's what's going to happen soon. These American troops are going to be sent overseas, outside the Syria situation, outside the Afghanistan situation, mainly dealing with Iran. They're going to be shipped overseas, over there between the Persian Gulf and the Red Sea. And then you got the other rivers and lands around it. That whole area is a barren and desolate land. Okay, go ahead.
And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things.
Right, and the land is going to be filled with dead bodies after the Third World War takes place over there. Okay, come. All right. So that destruction over there in that barren and desolate land the landscape is going to change. Okay, it's going to go from a barren and desolate land to a land of beauty.
Yeah, look at volcano eruptions. Volcano eruptions are volcanoes are very beneficial for the earth. If you have a lack of understanding, you would think that when volcanoes actually erupt, or volcanoes themselves are a very toxic, I would say, a toxic. What would it be classified? A volcano?
Well, a volcano. I mean,
it would be something that would be toxic for the earth. But when actually volcanoes actually erupt, that the lava actually helps. What they say, islands and things were actually created by volcanoes. Mixed,
Well, what do we drink? Fiji water. Fiji water is the whole point of the Fiji water is that it's through the water filters through the jungle through that volcanic ash, and that's why that water is allegedly as expensive as it is.
Yeah, you can actually buy volcanoes. So
you can buy volcanic water.
Well, this whole thing with black charcoal, everything charcoal, that's it purifies it. That's in the scripture. Okay, using hot coals.
Yeah, which Isaiah had to put coals on his mouth to purify stuff. Now, I do want to bring out this one thing with speaking about the life is thriving, because it's still going on about Chernobyl. But it says life is now thriving around Chernobyl. Populations of many plant and animal species are actually greater than they were before the disaster.
Now, Esau's not there fucking it up. Now that land is visible, the radiation is understood. That's basically how the earth is going to be rebuilt. Things can grow when it's not sustainable.
Yeah, because the earth has its own defense mechanisms. After destruction, when things take place, the earth is going to naturally adapt and heal. When you actually whether certain trees, if you cut a hole in the tree or certain things of that nature, it's gonna eventually bleed. Like they say, when you actually get sap from trees, if you actually see anybody that takes sap from trees, they say to leave the hole exposed after and let the wound actually heal itself. You see, because trees bleed.
What they do?
Oil.
Actual bleeding trees.
Oil. Oil is they teach you this in school, that it's a fossil fuel,
right,
and that it's a scarce resource, but it's abiotic. It's a living organism that it recreates itself. So like these oil companies, they'll go into the ocean, and when they pull that oil out of the ocean, they'll actually plug that hole up, and then what does it do? They could go back to it later, like sap from a tree.
That's right. A little bit more. It says plant and animal species are actually greater than they were before the disaster. Now, essentially one of Europe's largest nature preserves, the ecosystem supports more life than before, even if each individual cycle of that life lasts a little less. And that's really the main point. That's it.
That's what we're looking for. Life to be replenished once the wicked is put out. Okay?
God, in the same chapter, Joel 2:3, it says, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burning.
Right, those are the nuclear missiles. Okay.
The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, nothing shall escape them.
Right, because once America is destroyed by these nuclear missiles, it's going to go from what you see here, with people and buildings and animals and the forest. It's going to actually look like the Mojave Desert, totally lifeless. Okay, until a certain amount of time when the animals do replenish this land, according to Isaiah the 13th chapter. But once that destruction takes place, it's not going to be anyone to come here and rebuild a great civilization. All right? That's what the Lord has in store. To destroy America, all right? To destroy America and leave it as a destroyed memorial, but he's going to replenish the rest of the earth. Here it is, they're burning, right, the forbidden zone, like the movie The First Planet of the Apes. And now look, they're burning the Amazon, but leave the Amazon alone for a couple years. The Amazon is going to replenish, and it'll regrow itself possibly better than before.
The animals will come back. They'll do their job, fertilize it through using the bathroom and eating and killing. It'll just the ecosystem will it'll be like Thanos.
Perfect balance. Okay. Now, I do want to get this scripture where the Lord says, "You shall beautify the place of His feet." When you find those scripture, you put them in search. Yes. Because the Lord is going to basically after destruction. You got it?
It's Isaiah 60:13. And it says, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place make the place of my feet glorious.
That's right. So the Lord is going to rebuild the earth after Israel destroyed. Can we get that? I want that and get Jeremiah 48 and about what it says. I shall draw out the least of the flock. It's in two places. It's in Jeremiah 51 too. 46.
I got it. This is Jeremiah 50, verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he had taken against Babylon, and his purposes, that he had purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
Right, so America is going to be destroyed and the land of Israel is going to be destroyed. But these so-called Jews, the fact that they own America, they want to push America into a war with Iran, and that's going to be your war of Armageddon, your World War III, and that's where these nuclear missiles are going to be shot to destroy these places. Okay? And America, like I said, is going to be a memorial of the wickedness that's going on in the earth to extend the
leg on
it. And it's going to be back to the God of heaven and Father. Okay?
This one here.
They got calls up here.
Go back to this.
Isaiah 60.
So that was the point. The Lord is going to leave America for a memorial, not to do wickedly. And he's going to destroy the habitation over there in Israel, but he's going to re-beautify it.
It's Isaiah 60 and 13. It says, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious.
Right, and that's when the Israelites are going to go back to that land. We can't have that land now. But that's what we're waiting for. Right, like the brother read in 2 Peter 3, we're waiting for a new heaven and a new earth. We're enjoying righteousness. And righteousness is going to be the Israelites are ruling. Then the people are going to rejoice. Okay? That's the good news. All right? The so-called black Scandinavian America, which are the Israelites, the true Jews, we're going to be set up in the power seat to rule over the whole earth. Okay? And we're going to have our own land in the land of Israel. Not Africa, but Israel. Okay? And this place, America, that has kept us down for so long, is going to be destroyed. So with that, we're going to end it there. We give our praises, our glory, and our honors to Yahweh.
Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakadash.
Shalom.